Watch Bruno. Bruno's good.
Bruno's
Yeah,
great.
Bruno's good too. With the wiener, when it goes like, and then it just like stops and goes Bruno, and it just zooms in.
Dude, I was in theaters. I lost it.
Yeah, me too. I fucking died. That was so good.
I told the story 100 times though, where it was me and my high school girlfriend went to go watch that movie, and it was
Right.
the part where the two girls were talking about global warming,
Right.
and that was the part that threw the parent in the very back with his two like 8-year-old kids. He walked out of the theater during that part. I'm like, oh, global warming is what threw you off, not the spinning dick with the urethra yelling Bruno.
Yeah. Bruno. Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, that's just anatomy.
Oh,
Whatever.
now you're bringing global warming in here.
All right,
Fucked up.
welcome to Ranksters.
Hell
Episode
yeah.
15. I'm Adrian. Gore's here, Kyle's here, the usuals, then David's subbing in this week because we realized this list that we picked is very niche, and he said he has an expertise on some of these.
Yeah, we'll see about that, bro.
This is our ranking show. It goes up. It's live every Tuesday. Goes up every Wednesday or Thursday on YouTube. Check this out live on twitch.tv/depunked. Got a couple Ranksters mini. Gore has 2 up right now. I still have to post up my Reese's one. I've just been slacking. I want to make a good thumbnail for it. And then I think Kyle's working on one. He has one made. I think he's
I've been mulling over which one I should do.
Yeah, so I got some more of those coming at you. If you like this, give us a like, comment, subscribe, like the channel, do your thing. And then don't do that. And then check out Blue Rupees on Thursday, or me and David playing Halo on Sunday. If you like this.
Speaking of things to check out, before we get too deep into things, Gore has a little present to give.
Oh no, we're doing it
Blue
here.
Rupees.
You want me to do it here?
No,
I'll give it to you now.
We're gonna do it on Blue Rupees, where it's actual.
Well, it's horror. You know what? Maybe we should do it here because it's horror themed.
Is it?
And I thought the whole point was to get it played before the podcast.
No, I was gonna say do it for this podcast so you can play it for next one. But you know what? That's good. I'm gonna send it now.
Hey,
it's horror themed.
Then, sure.
I'll do it. I'll do it now.
Do you have anyone to thank for this?
Keymailer, shout outs to Keymailer. Thank you for just giving us holly jolly joy, and I'm signing into it right now.
All right, well,
So
Gore
do
gets
that.
that.
yeah.
I'm thinking this weekend I'm gonna do an Amnesia stream.
Yeah, have fun.
Yeah, I'm gonna do an Amnesia stream, and I'll make it a funny little drinking one like some of these ones. And then I think also David and I are gonna finish Halo 3 on Sunday.
Hell yeah, we will finish that fight, damn it.
Yeah, we got really far, and we're getting a lot faster at those games. So we'll probably we're gonna finish that up on
Russian?
Sunday.
You guys are rushing.
Or yeah,
No Russian.
So no Russian. Oh, you should play the Call of Duty games after.
Fuck no.
The Amnesia Crazy Pepperoni. I've never played the original, and I've never seen videos of it, so I'm going in super blind.
Here,
And I'm gonna
David, David, I'm gonna send you the message, the code through Discord.
All right.
All right,
you go.
Kyle, snipe that.
All right. What platform is that
Yeah.
on?
That is on Steam.
All right.
You should have told him
perfect.
Xbox or something, make him do that.
Yeah.
It's on.
Even though it's
So
a
we get
fucking...
something anyways.
All right, once you get it, let everybody know what you got.
All right, I'm loading up my Steam now.
Silent Hills.
Yes, Silent
Silent Hills.
I got it.
I found the build.
I got it.
Adrian,
found
you're
it.
gonna have to change the garbage to F, by the way.
Oh, I didn't even change this, huh? Okay, so change that.
I think that's
Yeah, we don't believe in garbage here, just F.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bro.
F's in the
F-ing-
chat, no
F-ing
garbage.
Yeah.
It's an okay streaming game. A lot of silence, nothing happening. Half horror game, half walking. So I think it's
not a
gonna be good.
walking
It's gonna be good
simulator.
stream material. I feel.
Dude, these fucking people, if there's like 5 seconds of downtime and you're walking, they think it's a walking simulator.
Hey, shouts to
Hentai versus evil. Hell yeah.
All right, so wait, say it again one more time.
It
David?
is hentai versus evil. Thank
All
you,
right.
Keymailer.
Yeah. Thank you, Keymailer, for all
And
the
the
great
dev-
products on
and
there.
the devs.
So in 2 days, David will complete Hentai versus Evil.
Who will
in
win?
2 days. Who will
Hentai or
win? I'm gonna guess Evil. That's my guess.
No matter who wins, I win in the end.
They're
Yeah,
kind of
you win.
synonymous, though.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
Hentai is evil.
Aren't they on the
so-
same side? It's like
That's
some sort of
true.
civil war, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, just like Captain America Civil War, they were on the same side, and then just butting heads and shit,
And but
So
Looking at the
They
first
put-
achievement, save a girl from a cage. All right, hell yeah. What kind of degeneracy are we getting into?
all right. Well, hey, David, big dick Chad as he is, he's gonna be saving
There you
all
go.
of these.
That's some cross promotion.
Right.
So check out Blue Rupees.
I want
on
to see all
Thursday.
the achievements. If you don't got all the achievements by Thursday, I'm gonna be really upset.
So
I mean,
Hell
it's
yeah.
might as
Also,
well be Blue Rupees.
Yeah, blue poopies.
but yeah, cross promotion with Blue Rupees. Go check us out on there to see the exciting conclusion of Hentai versus Evil.
Twitch.tv/Depunked on Thursday or the following day. Shout out to Third Urban Thank you for the follow. Appreciate you.
And shout outs to Key Mailer for the amazing product.
Hell yeah.
I don't know who made it, but
Uh,
shouts
right.
out to Key Mailer.
Let's get to this. We're doing a
Yeah.
horror game list. There's a lot of games.
We're
on
doing a
this.
Resident Evil list.
Yeah, a lot of those. We're doing this, and
up to Half-Life.
yeah, we're going up to
Yeah.
Half-Life. Halfway through is Half-Life for us.
Yes.
Yeah, we could do them all, but nah.
No, we're not.
So,
All right.
let's
We're not.
let's just jump straight into this. Resident
Okay,
Evil.
let's go. Resident Evil 1. Now, is this the original or is this
The
the
non,
This is
no,
the
not
original.
remake because
This is
the
not the
remakes are below.
No,
that,
I'm
right?
sorry. No. I said director's cut. This isn't director's
Well,
cut.
I
Right?
don't think that
No.
matters too much, anyway.
No, not really.
By the
but
way,
still.
really
That
quick.
is the original cover art for the original game.
Yeah,
not
that's the
even
original
the-
cover art.
Really quick.
That's what I was asking.
Is it easier for you guys to see?
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
Okay,
Stop, don't interrupt us again,
Alright,
right?
sure,
Jesus.
it's,
Yeah, you
Fuck,
fuck.
yeah, you
blurry.
piece of shit, asshole bastard. All right, so
That's
Resident
much?
Evil 1. I'll say S tier. Fuck it.
Wow.
I would not go S tier.
Well, fuck
before David says it hasn't aged, it objectively hasn't aged well. Let me tell
People
you
still
something.
play that game.
Resident Evil 1, you know, like people love the remake, but Resident Evil 1, I mean, it's the same design, and I think it's a great design. I think for what the limitations were of the PlayStation, terrific. I actually think that this game is the scariest Resident Evil, the original version.
Yeah, I think the original. I think it's scarier than 2.
There's
think-
something really off-putting about that game. Yes, maybe it's something to do with the voice acting, with the shitty graphics. Or
I think
something.
because the graphics are worse. I think, but for some reason, when the graphics are worse and they're 3D, it
Yeah.
scares me more.
There's something
Yes.
unnatural about the game.
You
And
know,
I mean,
yeah.
it's cheesy.
Might as well
but
put
yeah.
that fucking eel from Mario 64 on this list if we're talking about scary shit.
Oh yeah, that thing's fucking. And the piano, fuck that.
Yeah.
Well, Resident
Scary,
Evil
bro.
has a big
Shit
shark,
my
so I
pants.
mean that's scary.
Yeah, big sharks are scary.
Big spider.
Ooh.
Big spider.
Ooh.
Ooh. That was a double ooh.
All
right.
right. So Gore has S. Where are you going, Kyle?
I'd say yes.
I'd say A.
All right, David. Where you at? You got your arch cross. Oh, this is not age group.
Well, before people started jumping down the gun, I was going to say it was an A. It wasn't an S. but
Wow,
it was
only
an
an A?
Wow,
Yeah.
man, hey, what a fucking show.
Okay, well, why, David? Come on.
No, I don't care. Resident Evil 2 remake. No, all right, fine. Go ahead.
No, just quick high level for me. It's one of those things that, I mean, yes, it has not aged well, but I will say that of every Resident Evil game prior to 5, honestly, they have not aged well in the controls department.
Oh,
Actually, correction, 4. 4 is where that starts. But at the same time, you know what? That's part of their charm. It's hokey, it's cheesy, but at the same time, that I dig it. It's just not an S tier game to me.
Okay.
Hey, it is.
all
All
right.
right.
Resident Evil 2, the remake.
Yes.
Good
Game of the
fucking
year that
game.
year.
Yeah, that was my game of the year. I
So
mean,
good.
last year was a very weak year, but
Yeah.
still.
So that's not saying much for that year, but I mean, that doesn't change it.
was a
Still-
great
still
game.
of the year that year.
High A.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
down with that.
Yeah.
All right.
Funny, fun game.
Funny, fun game. Yeah. Resident Evil
All
3
right.
Nemesis.
The
original.
original Nemesis, I like
Good
Nemesis.
shit right there.
I like Nemesis a lot. I think it adds a lot to the game. Level design, not so hot though, I have to say.
Yeah,
Level
that's what-
design I thought was fine because there was despite the fact that you were still kind of exploring the city, it still had a claustrophobic feel because of Nemesis. So I felt like it had that balance of still feeling like you were exploring a city despite the fact that it didn't really have the kind of same depth as it did with Resident Evil 2.
I remember a lot of alleyways.
Yeah, there was a lot of alleyways
Yeah,
and
a lot.
considering this game was basically the Majora's Mask of fucking Resident Evil, where it was being remade with a lot of assets for Resident Evil 2 into this in order to get another game out there, they
Mhm.
did a lot of really good work.
What are you laughing at,
Yeah.
Kyle? That's not an invalid point.
And just
But
like
shut up.
Majora's Mask, it's not so good.
Oh, you can
There's a-
eat my
I think
fucking ass.
they're gonna
Majora's
say there's a
Mask is
giant.
great.
There's a giant moon in the sky. In Resident
Well, I mean,
Evil
there
3.
is a constantly oppressing presence that's chasing.
Yeah,
after
there's
you.
some with a weird.
Moon
There's
Nemesis.
some with a, yeah, there's some with a fucked up face chasing after you. Like, there's no time travel element though. Well, you moving things around.
But for me
I put
personally,
Clock Tower
Nemesis
behind
is my
Clock Tower
favorite
1 and 2.
Resident
Okay,
Evil,
I get
so
you.
I'd say high A for me.
That's your favorite
Really?
Resident Evil, really?
Wow.
Yes.
I only
Nemesis
played
is
it.
my
I
favorite.
only played it once when I was a kid. I didn't love it, to be honest. But I do like Nemesis. I'll give it a B.
I'd say like high C.
I do love the Nemesis will fuck you up too.
Yeah, I think Nemesis is like the only like really interesting part of the game. Dude, I can play Resident Evil 4 any fucking day of the week. That game is so fucking
That's
fun.
why I corrected myself to say 4.
Dude,
Resident Evil 4 is even though
so
it
good.
has shown its age over time.
Right.
I think it's still one of the greatest games. I know some people. I know Gore specifically like thinks it's a little bloated, which is fair. That's fine.
I think it's very.
It's almost
bloated.
like three.
I think
games.
Resident Evil games are great when they're not like that at all.
Sure.
When they're like tops like 8 hours. Like Resident Evil 6 goes on for about 30 hours.
Yeah.
Resident Evil 5 goes on for about 12.
That's all fair.
Resident Evil 4 is a great game though. I'm not gonna fucking say
I will
it's not.
say
It's a
each
fantastic
part,
game.
each environment, the village, the castle, and the island are all like their own distinct games. You get their own.
Yeah.
You get their own enemies, so it's almost like just a 3-part game. So if you treat it like that, that's great. But yeah, no, like when I first got this game, it was my first Resident Evil game. Just heard from a friend that is good, play it. So it was my first horror game, and man, just fell in love with it. I got this in Half-Life 2, and I just didn't play Half-Life 2 ever still. But
well, you got it on Xbox, I'm assuming, right?
Yeah,
it's a bad port. So.
Yeah, it wasn't that great. But Resident Evil 4 though, that was a good time. The Wii port still the best. I wish.
Okay.
I don't know why.
Well, it would. They need to make it so they can use the Joy-Cons.
That's what I was gonna say. I don't know why they didn't just port the gyro into the Switch version.
You guys didn't play the Zebo version though. My boy David over here, he has.
Still, no, I haven't.
No, you
have.
No,
no,
my Zebo didn't come with it.
Fucking asshole.
I played the iPhone version though from 2007.
I did too.
That's basically the Zebo version.
I played the iPhone version of that in Dead Space. Dead Space was a little different though. Dead Space was a completely different game though.
But that was good, right?
Dead Space was really good actually. They actually kind of fuck with you in that game where you're in like hallways and like if you look away it'll change the hallway and shit. I'm like, what the fuck? So it actually fucks with your brain.
A lot of those phone games before fucking Angry Birds and a lot of the free to play apps kind of took over.
Yeah.
Those are pretty good actually. Like they weren't.
Yeah,
they
I
weren't
wish
that bad.
they would come out now with what we have, like with all the controllers and stuff that you can use with your phones and shit, like the good controllers and stuff. Like those would be cool because the problem with those games are
because you have to use your fingers to control and it's covering part of the screen.
Piece of shit virtual controls and shit.
Yeah. Like, all right, but Resident Evil 4, I
give it
speak highly more of it. It's one of my top 10 of all time. It's an S tier for me.
I give it an A. I give it an A.
David.
For Resident Evil 4, I'd go B on it. It's not my favorite Resident Evil, and it did take a major turn for the series that I wasn't a big fan of, where they started to make it more schlocky, actiony than trying to actually be a horror game. So B for me.
It was the start of it, but I mean, it was still horror. Like Resident Evil 5 is where it actually turned.
It's not.
Resident Evil 4, the village is the horror part, and then when you get into the fucking castle,
dude, when you had to go through that initial village, and all of a sudden all their fucking heads explode, and it's just fucking.
Yeah, sure. And then the big fucking things come out. What are they called again?
Las Plagas.
Las Plagas.
Las Plagas. Yeah.
By the time doing shooting targets and shooting off Napoleon, it's not very scary.
I don't know. And then you're doing like context sensitive like fights with what's his name and shit. I'm just like,
but the
when you're doing that's cool, but that's not. Hey, you play that right after you play like even like some of the lesser ones like Outbreak and fucking Code Veronica and stuff. You're like, it's like what the fuck?
The island
and
though,
Zero,
those spiky motherfuckers that just kind of like just very slowly stumble at you. You got to heat.
And the immortal guys, what are they called? The whatever.
Yeah.
The regenerators. Yeah, those things are terrifying. I'll admit there.
I think it goes.
I hate anything that doesn't die.
I think 5 is where it really just. All right, fuck the horror. Let's just.
Yeah, no. 4 is definitely better than 5. I'm not saying it's not.
But
anyway, 5 is like a low B for me.
2 S and A and a B puts.
Yeah, it's an S. It's fine.
5.
Yeah, it's fine.
Low B. Such a big disappointment, I think.
I don't think it's a bad game at all. I think it's still fun.
I think it's a bad game. It's a great co-op experience.
Yeah, it's a really good one.
Fun.
I remember playing that game with a friend while I was at Disney World. But I brought my console with me while we were in the hotel. We almost beat that entire game. I don't think I ever finished it, but I got really far.
It was okay. It's a fun game mechanically, but it was such a disappointment going from 4 to 5, though. I thought.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah,
that's
no,
why
it is.
I have such a bad vision of that game. Like, I'm sure I replayed it with some. I think you and I kept wanting to replay that game, right?
Sure. Yeah, I'll play it.
Yeah, I know. It'd be good, but man, I hate the
It'll be a
game. But I'm
fun
not
time.
gonna shit on it more than it deserves.
I mean, it still has the same kind of gameplay as Resident Evil 4. Like,
Yeah, it's just Resident Evil 4 with an even dumber plot and co-op.
yeah, it has a worse setting and yeah, at one point you punch a boulder. The
Hell
DLC
yeah.
though, I heard the DLC is great though. There's one that's
Yeah,
like,
the Lost Nightmare was
Lost
fantastic.
Nightmares. Yeah, I heard that was great. So
Oh, it's absolutely
it's
fantastic.
like a Bioshock 2 situation there, where Minerva's Den is better than the fucking campaign for the actual game. So
I'll give it
Anyway.
B.
I give it a low B. So I'm actually being
Low B is fine.
less
for me, too.
generous than you.
No, I'll go low B as well. David.
What else?
I'm going B.
All right, how about Kyle? D.
This game I've always thought was boring as
It's
fuck
D.
and a bad imitator of Resident Evil
D.
4. It's
It's
a
a D.
high D.
It's a high D. All right. It's a C? No. Okay. Yeah.
3 Bs and
Yeah. 3 B's and a C. I mean a D. Yeah. Okay. Resident Evil CX.
A
I enjoy
hot
this
mess.
game. I enjoy this game. It's fun. It's a bad game, but I still enjoy it. I don't
run
care.
over a lot too.
But Ada Wong's campaign is garbage.
Dude, all the campaigns except Chris are just bad. I mean, I don't know.
No. I thought the Leon one was the best one. What the fuck?
No, I
All
thought,
the ones except Leon.
You didn't do the Leon one?
No.
he's saying he's agreeing with you.
Oh my god.
Oh, I think he
Yes.
said the Chris one. I think he said
No,
oh,
I
meant-
said-
he corrected himself.
Well,
okay.
the only decent
Sorry.
one is Leon. The rest are just it's such a
Okay.
hot mess of a game.
Yeah, the
man.
Chris one's like the weakest of the three. I would say.
Chris is for sure the weakest. I didn't mind the
Of the three. The Ada Wong one's way worse.
what's his
It's
name?
so bad.
Who's
Jake?
yeah, I
You
didn't
mean
mind his,
Wesker's son?
because I didn't mind his running away from that motherfucker all the time.
Yeah, no, you got pissed when we were playing. I remember that. You were just like, this motherfucker won't die.
No, I know,
And
but
then-
that was
like,
kind of the funny
well,
part.
boy, sure. But every time we would like seemingly kill him, about 30 minutes later he'd show up again. And we were like, what the fuck? And then we had to hide in dumpsters and shit.
Yeah,
Remember
so
that?
no, like it was
Yeah.
ridiculous, but that was kind of the charm of it.
I remember there's a part where we got confused because there's a part where I wish more co-op games would do this, where you actually separate.
Yeah.
And you actually do your own separate thing and you have to like communicate. And I like that part where like you're doing one thing to open a door for me while I'm over on the other side or something.
Yeah, no, that was fun. In fact, I only remember anything from Jake. I don't remember. I remember like at one point, what was it? You're on a building like out like on a ceiling, like was it no rooftop with Leon. That's all I remember because Gordon made the comment, "Man, his hair's always perfect, isn't it?"
Yeah,
he's jumping around everywhere. His hair just
gorgeous
hasn't moved.
man. Fucking blood and bone and shit every time he shoots a zombie in the
Leon's
face.
Campaign's the worst fucking thing though.
Yeah, but you're forced to play that by yourself and stuff too. It's the tutorial stuff. That's actually I think you're supposed to play that before you even like start the game. I think you actually put the disc in, and then I think it just starts, doesn't it? You have to do that tutorial.
That 7 is on here, but 2 Remake is.
Wait, 7's not on here?
No.
Mercenaries.
That's
3D
fucking
is-
wild.
That is weird.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Man, included
Silent
every
Hill
other
is on
Resident
here,
Evil.
by the way.
Well, maybe it's further down in the list. Maybe they just fucked it up.
I don't know.
All right.
They got all the Resident Evil games, and then at the end they were like, "Oh fuck!" And they had to do that
6
one.
is a C.
Yeah, I see.
I haven't played all the campaigns. I played through Chris's, and yeah, it just kind of feels like another succession of what happened with 5. It feels like it's trying to be the same game, just with an even dumber setting and even dumber plot. So, yeah, C is fair for me.
I kind of like this game because it's such a hot
too.
mess. I mean, it really fucking goes
I want to
for
play
how
this again.
fucking
Honestly, I really want to play it
insane
again.
it is. I think it's better than 5. I'd give it a C.
I'm sure I might like it more than 5 in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah, well, I think it's easier to play than 5 at this point.
And 6 has
gameplay
like
is pretty
you could do some
smooth.
Because
cool
6 you
shit.
go walk and shit, and like you do all these stupid ass moves and shit. It's almost like if Platinum made a fucking Resident Evil game, but they had to like significantly tone down their action, but still had like some of that weirdness in there.
They got
Because
some Gears of
even
War.
you're jumping over like fucking like helicopters and shit while you're on a motorcycle. And it's like it's insane. Like the first thing you do is like, don't you go into a helicopter and then the guy gets infected and you have to kill him while someone's like fucking like trying not to crash the helicopter. It's like fucking insane.
And then you're
like,
yeah, no, that game is nuts.
It's
That's
the
one
most
campaign.
gamey game ever, dude.
Oh yeah,
It's
It's
like
just
Michael
insane.
Bay made a Resident Evil game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Or if Paul W.S. Anderson was able to direct a video game Resident Evil besides one of his shitty fucking video game movies.
All right, Code
Yeah.
Veronica.
All right, Code Veronica. I honestly,
Yeah.
I like Code Veronica a lot. I do, but I don't know. Maybe it was just at the point when I was just getting a little bit too much of Resident Evil because they were coming out a lot back then. I didn't play on Dreamcast. This is Code Veronica X. This is the PS2 one and GameCube, I guess. I played on PS2, but
I played the Dreamcast one.
I think like it has that part where you have to like put all your weapons away, and then like I don't know. I hate what's his name, Steve Burnside. He's probably the worst Resident Evil character ever of all time, and I hate what they do with Claire as a character. She's badass in the beginning, then she becomes a fucking idiot later on. I don't know.
Also, the weird shit they had with Wesker's family was really unneeded.
Yeah. I mean, I'm glad Wesker was in there, but yeah, I don't know. I'll say it's still a good Resident Evil game. I'll go low B.
Casey says Code Veronica is S tier only because it's one of the only Resident Evil games that actually has zombies.
So fucking what? This game's fucking mediocre.
It's not called
shit.
Zombie Evil. It's called
this
Resident Evil.
Yeah, that's why. Well, I guess Resident Evil 8 sucks because it's werewolves.
Dude, this game is just like, here's how I feel about it. It's the same not so great level design as Nemesis without Nemesis, Resident Evil 3. That's how I feel about it. So
they need to bring that back though. Like honestly, like Resident Evil 8, that big werewolf dude you keep seeing in the trailers. I hope he's not just a common enemy. I hope he's a thing that just chases you down sometimes.
They need to bring back chase
Yeah, I'd
scenes.
love a constant living threat kind of game.
They need not just chase team. I mean, like just like Tyrant and Mr. X,
Sure.
And Nemesis, like just a thing that follows you or chases you down, and maybe you can hurt it enough where it will run away or something for a while. But anyway, Code Veronica is a low B, I'd say.
Low B.
Yeah, I'd say low B as well.
Kyle,
what'd you say, Kyle?
I'd say like low C.
Okay.
I think it's the worst of the traditional Resident Evil games. Unless
this game is actually a lot of fun. Dark Side Chronicles. It's a light gun shooter. It's a light gun shooter. I mean, the Umbrella Chronicles, is that here too? Because that's the same thing. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's later.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Okay, so
this is a remake of 2.
Chronicles?
This is a remake of 2, and I think it's just 2. But it's a lot of fun. It's really good. I like that they actually remade it to the point where they actually added new cutscenes and stuff. And you know what? The Wii, if there's anything on the Wii that is legit good, is when they actually focus on light gun shooters. Because the Dead Space one was great. The House of the Dead game that was on there was
great.
great.
House of the Dead 1 and 2
I still want to get
editions
those
on are
games.
fantastic.
Yeah, and then Overkill was great too. And then of course the Resident Evil 2, the 2 Resident Evil games on there were great. But yeah, that's a fun game. I don't know, you just shoot the zombies and pick up the ammo and watch the cutscenes. It was cool. It was cool seeing it.
Bat for 7. He said the wolf dude looks like the guy you fight in Bloodborne.
Yeah, I can see that.
He looks like a Bloodborne enemy, sure.
Resident Evil just bleeds into Bloodborne.
Oh, you mean the guy with the hat or whatever?
I don't know.
I think I know what you're talking
The
about.
first boss of Bloodborne.
Yeah, he's the one with the hat, right? And he's like in a graveyard.
Grigori.
Okay, I don't fucking
That's
know. I played like 10 hours of Bloodborne.
All right.
All right. So Resident Evil, I'd say B. That's a fun light gun shooter.
David?
I haven't played that one, so.
I'm assuming Kyle hasn't, so I'll put it mid B. Before or above 5 or?
Above 5. I liked it better than 5. All right. This one I barely played. I didn't have a light gun. I didn't have a light gun at the time, so I mean you could still play it, but you shouldn't.
I think it's compatible with like the mouse, but
yeah, I didn't have the mouse. If I didn't have the light gun, I didn't have the fucking mouse. I don't know. I don't remember it being all that great. I don't know. I might not. I can't rate it, I guess.
Yeah, Casey, that is dead aim. It was a fine game. It wasn't great, but it's what you would expect a home console shooter or rail shooter in the 90s to be. Like, it wasn't standout, wasn't fantastic.
So what's your rating?
From what I remember, I'd give it a C, but
yeah, I'd say a C.
All right. That works.
What the fuck?
I think
that
that's
the
the
DS
Resident
game?
Evil on DS, yeah.
Yeah, it's a DS. That's
Oh,
just a remake of the first game.
All right.
Except
it's
now you can use
every-
the stylus
It's when every
You can use the stylus, and they
And go
weirdly
first person.
edited some of the voice lines.
This is
Yeah.
when every DS game thought it'd be cute to make their subtitle with
Deadly
D,
Silence
with
DS.
DS.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can just say it that
Yeah,
way.
yeah. Dawn of something.
Sorrow.
Dawn of
Sorrow.
Sorrow. Dual Strike. That was
Yeah.
Advance Wars. What
Super
else?
Mario 64 dick shit.
Yeah, there you go. That was my favorite version of the game.
This is still one of the best versions of the game.
Yeah.
Give me new
There you go.
content.
I didn't play the DS version. I'll say that.
I did. It was great.
All right.
There we
Does anyone have any info with this game?
Oh wait, no. We talking about Resident Evil or Mario 64?
Resident Evil.
Dick shit. Oh, Resident. It was the first game. It controlled fine. It had like the first person view, which is kind of weird. So that's when you use the stylus to like use your knife. Just the knife though. I if I remember correctly, you couldn't use your gun or anything because that'd break the game completely because you just go straight for headshots.
It went for slightly different fixed angles too in the camera.
Yeah.
I remember.
Yeah, it was cool. Actually, I have a copy of it. It's like one of those unique games. Like if you collect DS games, you have to get it. It's just like it's so weird that's on a Nintendo
Is it
console
cheap?
like that. No, it's
I
like
think it's like 25 last I looked.
I think if like a complete copy now is like 50, 60, I think.
Oh,
But,
well, I shouldn't be surprised. Fucking everything's been shooting up. But last I looked at it, it was
Maybe it went down.
25.
But yeah, no, it's I'd say C. I mean, it's a fine port. If you want it for DS, it's there. But I don't know. All right, Gaiden. I actually played Resident Evil Gaiden. Now, to be fair, it was a emulator because this game's like $100 game. I'm not buying it.
Yeah.
I played it a little while ago, like a long time ago. Actually, I have a video of me playing it on my channel. But it's not terrible. It's their best attempt. They really tried to make a Resident Evil game on Game Boy Color. It was you just walk around this like kind of isometric environment, and whenever you fight a zombie, when you encounter it, like a kind of like an RPG, if you get near him, then it goes into this like this.
It's like a
event
Dragon Quest style. Yeah.
Like the thing like there's a thing you have to hit with the reticle. I don't know what that mini game's called. Like you have to have the little thing inside the reticle.
Yeah, the little meter build up.
Yeah, and you have to hit it at the right time.
Oh, okay.
Huh?
No.
You know, like a Gears of War ammo reload. It's like that when you have to get in there.
I don't know why
Except that's how you fight the.
I was just thinking of Undertale.
Oh yeah, I guess that too.
No.
Yeah, but yeah, it's a solid attempt. I'll give it that.
It was far more ambitious than it had any right being, and for what it was a decent little game. There are certainly other ports that have done worse. The fucking Tiger Zone console that they had for a little bit, that was absolute dog shit. As you would expect. But no, all in all, that was a great, ambitious little game. I'd easily give that a B, honestly.
Okay. I give it a high C from what I played. Again, I probably played like 30 minutes of it, but sure. Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City. F tier.
I avoided that one like the plague.
F tier. Fucking trash. Fuck that game. All right. Resident Evil Outbreak file number 2. Let's see, should we do Outbreak 1 first? I played Outbreak 1. It was cool that it had online and stuff, but like the only thing that was kind of weird is that all the characters were kind of not really characters. I mean, they were there. They had somewhat personalities, but they were just people you picked to play the game. You know, it wasn't like you're just Leon or you're just Claire or whatever. I don't know. It was just another Resident Evil game, except it had the online component, and it's kind of cool when you die, you become a zombie. That was cool.
There's a zombie on me.
You know, I'm gonna say both of them are C because I don't remember too much of File 2. I did play it, but
where in C? Because you're the one ranking them.
Just put it right in between 6 and the DS game. So put that one there, and then put the File 2. Yeah, there we go. Good. All right, am I the only one who played this?
Yep.
I played like maybe 10 minutes of Outbreak, so I can't really
play it. You didn't play it.
Yeah, sorry.
I put the disc in.
Resident Evil Remake.
Resident Evil the remake. Still a gold standard when it comes to remakes, you know what I mean?
Agreed.
No, I don't understand what you mean. Hey, wait until that Resident Evil 4 remake.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, you can't improve upon perfection, bro. And
you can when the perfection doesn't let you walk while aiming.
Well, that would ruin the entire point of the game. Anyways,
No,
Resident
no,
Evil
wouldn't.
Remake.
Oh,
Yeah,
because I guess Resident Evil 2 remake ruined the point of the second game because you could walk while aiming.
A little bit it did.
A little bit it did not. It has a higher
Resident
score
Evil
than Resident Evil
Remake.
2 because people like it better than the
'cause
original.
critics are shills nowadays.
Yeah,
Resident
critics
Evil
are shill.
Remake.
Yeah, okay. IGN gave FIFA
Resident Evil
21 a
Remake.
fucking 2 out of 10. but
Resident
they're
Evil
shills.
Remake.
All of them.
Let's go. They remixed and added a bunch of stuff to the game without ruining the original creative vision of the game. It looks amazing. A hell of a game.
I mean, it's good. It's no Resident Evil 2 remake, but it's pretty good.
Yeah, top.
Yeah.
I definitely give it a high A.
I give it a high A as well. It was definitely a fantastic remake. It kind of set the bar for what we could expect of potential projects like that in the future. And some people have gripes with some of the other remakes, but all in all, I feel like that was as close to perfect as you can get for a remake.
Yeah, just do the same game again.
Yeah. Just make it better.
Except make the voice acting better, but also make it worse because it is better.
That I wish they had an option for the original voice acting as well.
Yeah.
But
no,
to me, that's what a remake, when I think what a remake should be, is just make it prettier. Just update it for a modern style, slap the original shit back on.
Yeah, but they changed some things.
I'm fine with that.
No, they changed it. The soul's gone.
Yeah.
Fucking soulless. For that, I give it a low D. No, I'm just kidding. I give it an A. I give it an A. Yeah, it's a great remake.
What did everyone give Resident Evil 2 again?
An A.
I gave it an A.
I give it a high A. I think Resident Evil 2 is a better remake, technically. But that's just because it came out more recent.
All right.
Revelations 2 is probably
I only played the first
the most mediocre game ever made.
That's not true. Have you played Knack 1?
That's just a bad
What about
game.
our Lord and Savior?
Knack 2 is fucking.
Knack 1 is just
Knack 2 is the Dark Souls of the Knack series.
This is the most C.
Yeah, it's really hard.
C game ever. This is C.
No, I can't rank it. I only played the first episode. I didn't really care for the first
David?
episode, honestly. So
I don't know why the first one isn't on here. That's weird.
yeah, Resident Evil Revelations 1 was okay. I liked it.
All right. What is this? Survivor 2?
Is that just
I'll just do
yeah? I never
Survivor
played it.
1.
So. Yeah,
I haven't
Survivor
played
1
either
is
of them.
fucking garbage. Survivor
So I've
is a
heard.
horrible game. Really bad. It's like what if Resident Evil 7 sucked ass. That's what it was pretty much because it's all first person. It looks like it would be a light gun shooter if you just saw screenshots of it, but it's not. It's literally it's a reticle on the screen. You walk around and then you shoot, and it has even worse voice acting than the original game, which it means it's good, but it's bad. It's also really short. Like I think you could beat that game in like 2.5 hours. That game sucks.
It doesn't have light gun support, right?
I don't think it does. I think it's just straight up like you just walk around. I didn't play it with light gun support. I'll tell you that.
I forgot they removed it in the North American version because of Columbine. That's right.
All right.
Which is the dumbest, fucking, most reactionary thing ever.
I guess. Yeah. I mean, it makes sense either way because I mean, why would you want to buy a fucking gun for this piece of shit game?
Well, you know what? They partner with fucking Namco. I think
Guncom. Guncom. Yeah, it was Namco. Like,
all right.
Yeah, it sucks. I honestly, I don't want to say F because that means it's right next to Operation Raccoon City. I hate Operation Raccoon City, so yeah, low D.
And then who played Survivor 2?
I never played. I don't even think it came to America.
All right, Mercenaries 3D.
Mercenaries 3D. Hey, when the 3DS first came out, it had a lot of. It had like a bunch. It had Ocarina of Time,
Street Fighter 4, Rayman,
Street Fighter 4, Dead or Alive Dimensions, Rayman. Yeah, it had this. It had a bunch of ports.
Submarine game.
It had a bunch of ports.
Oh, Pilot Wings.
Kyle, we were talking about Switch being the port machine. Look at the 3DS over here.
3DS though, to be fair, these were all unique ports, so they weren't just like here's the same game.
One part of the game.
We put Funky Kong in or fuck. Now it's different. This is or Cranky Kong. Who's the fucking?
It was Funky.
Funky
new
Kong.
Funky
Okay.
mode.
Stinky Kong.
All right, Stinky Kong. That's the one I made up. Stinky Kong. But this was just the Mercenaries mode, and you know what? For the time, it was a lot of fun. I played like 10 hours of this at least. At the time, I played this more than I played Ocarina of Time 3DS. So I had a great time. It was a really fun game.
Low
I
B.
can't say it's amazing or anything, so I'd probably say C. But it was
low
fun.
B.
It looked great for the time too. For a 3DS game, it looked awesome. Even though when you see anything from a far enough distance, they look like fucking like gifs like rolling up at you. It's just like, oh shit.
David,
Which is
Kyle?
actually kind of scarier, honestly. What were you saying?
I'm asking if David or Kyle have any ranking on this.
No, I haven't really played it.
Mini game. Come on.
All right, so I put low B, so there you go. All right.
Okay. Umbrella Chronicles, I'd say the same. I'd say B. I'd
Yeah,
put
I'd
it
say B.
below.
I played a little bit
Oh,
of
you played
that.
this one?
I enjoyed that one.
I wish these did come to PS3 technically. I wish they would come to PS4 because I want to hook them with PS3. They did get ported to the PS3 digitally.
Just play it on the Wii U.
Yeah, okay. I'd rather hook up my PS3. The fuck?
Now you could play them on the Wii U.
And I also want them like in HD, not fucking 480p or whatever the fuck.
It's stretched widescreen.
So
It's
it's
probably not.
720p. Toss on an M Classic.
All right.
Looks
so
I'm
good.
sure
B.
you- I'm
Anyone
sure you
else?
could put it for, huh?
You had B, you said?
Yes.
Anyone else
Yep.
have anything? B.
No.
No, let's
I
wrap
agree,
up
Chris.
Resident Evil. All right, Resident Evil 0, C.
Wait, no. Hold on. Put it right next to the other fucking light gun game.
Yeah, put it right below it. No, what are you
No.
doing? Guidance not. Yeah, a Game Boy Color. Yeah, right there. No, put it right next to
I
Resident
just
Evil
heard
4.
below it.
I never played Resident Evil 0. No one talks about it. It might as well
I
go.
never finished it, but I played enough to tell you that it's a C. Because Rebecca is a cool character. I forgot the fucking new guy's name, but he was all right. I didn't mind
Frank.
him. Yeah, Frank. It was Frank West. It was his first game. Yeah, I'd put it right between Revelations 2 and DS.
All right,
It's a
Resident Evil-
fine game. It had a lot of like weird shit to it though.
Resident
All right,
Evil-
the OG Resident Evil 2.
Still a cool game.
Great game.
I'm not a big fan of it, but it's still a cool game.
Wait.
What?
Didn't you just say that the Resident Evil 2 remake?
No.
Yeah, he did. He fucking said earlier the Resident Evil 2 remake lost a lot of the soul, but he still gave it an A. And
No, I said no. You jokingly said.
I
"Man,
jokingly
that
said it, and then you said, yeah, actually.
I,
He
yeah, I said a
agreed.
little bit because of the walking
Like-
while moving. That's it. I mean,
Yeah.
the thing. What?
Therefore, in theory, Resident Evil 2 Original is a better game, so that means you can't go.
Yeah,
lower than
so
an A.
so it should be higher than an A. Should be an S.
No. Well,
You know,
it's,
honestly, I'd say an S for this one. This is my favorite Resident Evil game.
Wait, what the fuck is Resident Evil 4 doing an S? Oh, did you three give it an S?
Two S's, an A, and a
S.
B. Because you want to be a little edgy.
Which
girl.
that average would, I guess, work out to an S, but it'd be a low S.
Yeah, you're right. It'd be a
I
little.
like give it a high S.
No, you can't. Sorry,
I
you
give it
already,
a
you already
low
gave it.
S.
You can't give it a low S.
I said a
Low
high
S.
S.
Eh,
No, I said a-
fucking sweet low S.
I said a high S.
I give it a low
Oh, that
S,
changes
low S.
things. All right,
All right, Resident Evil 2 is an S.
we
I
got
think.
one S. Where are you guys ranking?
Hey,
A.
hey.
Hey,
I'd
yeah.
say a high B.
You can't give it lower than an A if you said that it's not. If
I
It
didn't
lost its
fucking
soul.
say anything about
It lost
Oh,
its
God.
soul.
lost soul.
I literally just said because
So-
you can move while aiming. It didn't fucking.
I
make it
don't
So
better.
understand why-
I want to put it.
I
out.
wish every Resident Evil game you could move while aiming. Every
So-
single one of them. I wish.
So according to Kyle, more soul means lesser game.
Yes.
No.
So that means Resident Evil 2 is a D. Fuck it.
I don't think it really got the
Yeah, right
design
there.
philosophy of
Yeah.
the first game.
All right, that's your
That's
Resident
all I'm
Evil
saying.
list. Thank you for watching.
Yeah, thank you.
Jesus Christ.
I was gonna do my own Resident Evil list, but I guess I don't need to do anymore.
You don't need to
Fucking
anymore.
right there. I mean, Resident Evil 7
where would you put 7?
and 3 remake are in here. But whatever.
Hypothetically, 7 would be an S.
So wait,
Absolutely
so-
fantastic.
I love 7.
So yeah,
Yeah.
just for the sake of it. So where would you put 7 at?
I'd
It's an
probably
S
put an S
easily.
also.
All right, S. And then what about what is it we're missing?
I
3
love
remake?
7.
Resident Evil 3 remake.
Yeah,
I still
that'd be
haven't
a-
touched the remake yet.
and 3 remake would probably be like a low B.
And then
Still
we're missing
fun.
Revelations
And-
1.
Yeah.
I played on 3DS. I don't know. That's not the best way to play it, but that's how I played it. I played a little bit on
I haven't
360.
played that
Your
one either.
ranking.
Yeah.
Your rank.
Probably a low B.
All right, there you go. That's Gore's Resident Evil list.
Well, no, there's probably other Resident Evil games, but sure.
Probably.
Yeah, there is.
All
I
right.
think.
Yeah.
So what I want to do with at least the Silent Hill is I'm gonna
Yeah.
keep let's not rank Silent Hill 2
What?
because I'm gonna play
Why?
that. I want to play that.
Okay.
We're not gonna spoil it.
By next week, I want to play it so I can at least put my rank in.
Oh, we'll do we'll do another.
Yeah, because we got to do this in 2 parts
Yeah,
anyways,
that's what I'm
right?
saying. We're skipping Silent Hill for now.
Okay, let's
But-
skip all the Silent Hill games then
We can skip them
until
all,
next
okay.
week.
I mean, I haven't played them either, so that's it.
All right, well let's just skip them. Fuck
Okay,
it for now.
and then
We're skipping all the Silent Hills.
Yeah, let's just skip them all for now.
Oh,
If we're
hold
gonna
on,
skip
for Silent-
two,
For Silent Hills, might as well just make it PT. Might as well say it's
it's
based
Silent
on
Hills is
PT.
right
Oh,
here.
is that-
It's after Shattered Memories.
that's Silent Hills.
Yeah.
Yes,
How can you even tell it says that?
I can read, bro.
Because it's
You
normally
can read that? It's literally it
Well,
looks like Braille.
first off, the image is from the teaser.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't even tell what the image is.
It's
Well, that's
normally
on
just
you.
outside on the street. With
Well,
the
you're
silhouette.
probably looking at it on the fucking website too.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you were. You fucking
You know,
liar.
you biggest
World's
I can
liar.
biggest
still see
fucking
it.
liar.
That says PS4. What Silent Hill game was going to come out on PS4? It's
Wait.
PT anyways, all right? Rank
3
PT.
Remake sucks.
Let's
I don't
leave,
know,
we'll leave
30
PT for next
what do you
week
mean-
as well. We'll throw it all together.
What do you mean $30 for a 1.5 hour story? I don't get that.
All right, you guys do this next one. I'll be right back.
What world did you pay only $30 for Resident Evil 3 Remake? Casey?
Wait, rank.
Are you
PT.
saying that because
No,
half
we'll
the
do it
game
next
is
week.
fucking? Are you saying that because half of it's fucking the campaign and then the other $30 is the stupid ass multiplayer? Not exactly how that works, but all right.
So what's
I
that
can
next
see it, I guess.
game?
It was like a 5-hour game too. I wouldn't say an hour and a half. If you
What?
fucking speed run it, I guess.
Why don't you guys rank PT? You guys already played it.
I don't
Adrian
fucking.
wants
I
to
don't
do it
know.
all in one go. I don't know.
I don't know. Adrian just left, so fucking who even
Okay.
knows? We went to go get like garlic bread or some shit. I don't fucking know.
You give me the meme bread.
Yeah. I like
I mean,
everything's a meme.
garlic bread do be good, but
Well, if we're gonna skip like fucking 10 games, then I guess. Oh,
Well, we're gonna skip it until next week. Is all we're gonna do.
well, then the next week's gonna be even longer.
Well, it's only like what 9
well, you
games
can just
here?
borrow
Or
10
1, 2,
games
3.
from this list. It's fine. Because we were going to stop at Half-Life. We'll just borrow 10 games from after Half-Life.
Okay. Can't wait.
That
to
way it
talk about
keeps it
them.
even.
We're gonna
Yeah, we can go.
skip all
We can
the-
go 10 ahead of Half-Life.
We're gonna skip all the Silent Hill games because we need it because you guys are gonna play one of them.
Yeah, I don't
That's-
agree with the thought process, but hey, you know.
Well, stick
That's
up.
what Adrian wants to do. Like he thinks we're gonna spoil it or something.
Yeah,
I was
Jesus
just
Christ.
gonna say S tier and then move on. But
Man, we gotta wait until Silent Hill 2 so we can rank Silent Hill the PS Vita game.
yeah, oh, I played it. Book of Memories.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Great
gotta wait for Downpour, guys.
You know what? I was thinking. You know what Silent Hill needs a Diablo game. That's what.
Hell
That's what
yeah.
it needs. Thank God that Book of Memories game is here. That game's
You
like
know-
a $50 game now.
If you take the Silent Hill aspect out of it, it wasn't a horrible game.
No, it
Yeah.
wasn't. It was like a 6 out of 10 tops. So it was like all right. Well, I mean, I guess it
It was a
wasn't
good way to
scary.
kill an afternoon.
It was a scary even a little bit, but yeah, not even like a teeny. I could turn all the lights out and then have somebody like hire somebody to try to kill me, and while I'm playing that game, I still wouldn't be scared.
You know what? Fuck Adrian. Rank all the ones we fucking played. Fuck him. I don't give
Fuck
a shit. That's
Adrian.
the stupidest. I just
Piece
realized
of
like
shit.
my big brain is
That's what I'm saying for the
starting to
record.
move and I'm starting to understand.
I want to say for the record,
Fuck him.
I wasn't the one who said skip all the fucking Silent Hill. I said let me skip Silent Hill 2, and someone this fucking call, go ahead and rewind it. Said,
Well,
oh,
but
well, we just
why
skip
the
them all
fuck? We skipped one game for no reason.
because I want to rank
Like, we
it.
might-
I want to go back and rank it next week.
You're not going to. We're all gonna give it an S, and you're gonna agree.
Yeah.
That's what's gonna
I
happen.
said specifically, let me just skip Silent Hill 2, and then someone said that, and then you guys said, oh, there's, we're wasting so much time because we're gonna do that next week, and you spent more time
No.
talking about skipping the fucking games, you idiot.
Well, it doesn't matter. You went to go get a fucking juicy
Yeah,
pop or
I
some
was
shit.
gone
So it's away
anyway. And look at the progress you guys made. What game are you guys running?
Yeah.
What are we gonna do? Oh, let me move your fucking mouse for you and fucking move it
You
back.
guys didn't even talk
Very
about the
good.
game.
Let us rank Alone in the Dark too.
I'll fucking help you. Silent Hill 1, S tier. Silent Hill 2, S tier. Silent Hill 3, S tier. Everything else sucks. There you go. Let's
It's
let's
all
go.
this time to do anything, but no. All right.
I just,
Yeah,
I
we
did it.
realize this.
What the fuck are we gonna do? You went to go get fucking
You guys
cornbread
didn't
or
even talk
something.
about it.
Cornbread.
You guys didn't
We
even
did
talk about it. You guys spent more time. Oh,
Yeah,
why
we
are
did. We
doing
talked
this?
about you. You're oh,
What?
and then you come back and then you derail it even more.
Why are we skipping
Fuck.
this thing that someone here in this call that we're
No,
discussing?
that's what
is
Kyle
suggested?
said.
All right. Ladies, you're both beautiful. Either way, can we all agree?
you, I'm
Silent
ugly as
1,
shit.
2, 3 S tier. Can we all agree that and
No,
move on for
because I haven't
those?
And
fucking
4.
played it.
And 4.
4 is not S tier.
4 is not S tier.
All right, I'm gonna be
I
honest.
like 4, but
I like 4, but it's not S tier.
it's the Resident Evil 3 nemesis of the series.
I'll be honest. Silent Hill's definitely my biggest overlooked thing. I've not played any of them.
Sure.
That's
I haven't played them
All right,
since
so
I first played them.
I know I would love them. So.
Dude,
Okay,
Silent Hill is
tier.
too scary. Yes, S tier.
tier.
Yes. S tier. I love Silent Hill 3. That
S
actually might be my
tier.
favorite one. No, 4 is not S tier.
No, but Silent Hill 2.
I
Oh,
haven't
we're still
fucking
waiting on
played
that.
it.
we
So
can't
Silent
rank it.
Hill 4, B.
B. That's what I'd say. B. Still good, but B.
Fun game,
Yeah.
really weird, really different, but it was fine.
Book of Memories, I'd say a low C.
It's
It's a Diablo game.
Is that something I want to play if I'm like trying to get all the Silent Hill games played?
No.
No. It's
No.
not really a Silent Hill game.
No, it's not at all. It barely has a story, so just low C.
Yeah,
It's
but
still
I'm-
it's
Yeah, low
I'm
C.
trying to-
No,
I'm
no,
trying to
no.
collect them though too, so that's why I'm
Okay, get it then. Sure.
Yeah,
You
if
said
you're
that. You said
collecting,
you
go
want to play
for
them.
it.
You didn't say that. You said you want to play
I
them.
was gonna play them all eventually.
If you do pick that
Play
up
a
and you
little
want to
bit.
play it, let me know and we'll do the co-op.
Yeah, there's online co-op.
Yeah, it's
So
a
you
Diablo
two
style
can
bench
do
crawler.
that.
But yeah, C for that one.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'd say that's the lowest C on that list, though. Honestly.
All right.
Silent Hill Downpour, I barely played, so I can't even I barely played it. Did not like it. So
It's probably
I
the
didn't care
best
for
of them.
well, actually, wait, no. Wasn't that the
Yeah.
one where you play as
You're
the
in prison.
military guy?
no, you're in prison, and then the prison bus
Yeah.
detour, and then you're in Silent Hill.
Oh, that's right. No, I'm
It's like
thinking
The
of Homecoming.
Fugitive.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, no,
sure.
I didn't really play much of
Exactly
Downpour
like
then.
it.
I can't rank it.
It's probably the best of the Western games from what I've seen of
All
them.
right. So then that is what?
Sure, it is probably the best one, honestly. Of the Western ones, I'd say I can't really rank it. I only played maybe the first
Yeah,
couple
throw it in
couple
heavy
hours,
played.
so-
Okay, Homecoming.
Yeah,
I do have to say,
Homecoming
God.
is. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Homecoming, dude. When a movie cares more about your game franchise than
Well,
than
That's
another game.
why Homecoming looks the way it looks, because it was basing itself on the movie. It was
Oh,
supposed to be.
jeez.
I'm pretty sure it was supposed to be a movie game, but then it got delayed for a couple years, and that's why it never happened. But not a movie game, but it was supposed to tie in with the movie. Kind of like, remember when that Prince of Persia movie came out and they had the game
Oh,
that came out
yeah.
at the same. It wasn't based on it, but whatever. So a lot of that stuff, like visually, looks like the movie one. Yeah, the movie cared more about shit. Homecoming was. It had just a really bad combat system. That was my main problem.
The
with it.
knife, the very simple knife that you get from the start, is the most broken and most overpowered weapon in that whole fucking game.
You do like a 2-3 hit combo.
It's
and
like
it
an
fucking takes
action
everybody
game,
down.
right?
Yeah, it's an action game.
Yeah,
Like
And it has,
it's
like,
it's
breakable
like a
weapons
It's
and-
kind of Dark Souls-ish in its combat, where you're like,
Uh-huh.
like, it's not hard, but you like you lock onto a character, or like I guess like a Zelda. I guess that's a better example. But you're like you have the knife and you're locked onto the nurse or whatever, and you're like, and you back away or whatever. So I don't know. It's not very good. It's not.
And what frustrated me the most, not going into any spoilers, but it had an interesting concept though for a story.
Yeah.
I like the concept that they were building to, but man, do they piss all over that concept halfway through.
It's a very Silent Hill story, that's for sure. Yeah,
It was a very Silent Hill. Exactly. It went back
Yeah.
to the psychological style of 2, which I really
Mhm.
liked. But all in all, a story that had promise but went nowhere, and a combat system that could have been engaging, honestly. But the knife, the very unbreakable introductory weapon, just that's all you really need, aside from like a couple boss fights. Otherwise than that, anything else is a waste of inventory space. I'd say a D for it, honestly. It had potential, it had promise, but man, it fucked up every step of the way.
I remember still liking the story by the end of the game. I'm gonna say that's fine. Yeah, just leave it there. All right, now Silent Hill Origins. I never finished Silent Hill Origins, but from what I played on the PSP, I didn't play it on PS2. I only played on PSP. It was a good Silent Hill game. Like I think the character you play as is kind of I think he's like one of the scummiest of the characters. If I'm correct, I don't know if I'm. Yeah, fuck it. Just put it on. I haven't finished or played. If nobody,
I
else
haven't
has
really
played it.
finished it yet either.
Yeah, I played it, but I don't remember a lot. I just remember the character being kind of like a scumbag. If I remember.
Really quick. So Crazy Ape Runner says, is Silent Hill 3 more love than the original?
No, but I love the third game.
I think like people debate on that one. Like it's
Yeah. I think 3 has the best monster designs of the entire franchise. Dude, the first monster you see is like fucked up. It's like, what the fuck, nightmare. Those are like,
what would you say is a horror series that was inspired most from Silent Hill currently?
From Silent Hill?
Yeah, like what's a current?
You know what?
Is it
Like when it comes to like just like the
design
kind of world, the design?
Or
I
has there
don't
really
think
been nothing that's been inspired enough by?
not that I can think of right now. No,
Nothing I can directly think of. Yeah,
I would say no. I wouldn't. I wouldn't say anything.
All right.
Pokemon.
Sure. All right.
yeah.
Shattered Memories.
Oh, is that Shattered Memories? That's a weird
Yeah.
box art for it. Shattered
No, I
Memories.
think that was the PSP box art for it.
No,
Is it?
this
Okay.
is
I
the
played
Wii.
on Wii.
It's
The
Wii.
Wii.
It's the
Well,
black
no,
box.
but that's
I
like
think
the
that's
European.
a European.
Yeah, I was about to say it has to be
Oh.
because mine looks different. I love the story of this. It's a retelling of the original game. I love the story. I thought they did a great job. The voice acting is great. The way it tells its story is really unique. The gameplay is not for everybody. It's just a run and hide. It's like it's like a overlong chase scene, and you just keep running away from the monsters that try to get you.
Hell yeah.
It's great though. It has a really good fucking ending. I love it. I love the story in that game. I'd say a B. Just gameplay I didn't love, but I love the story. I thought the story was
I hated the gameplay, and I probably would have liked the story a little bit more if it wasn't trying to be Resident Evil 1. It's one of those things that, yeah, it's a retelling, but I personally thought the psychological aspects, yeah.
It was more psychological. It was way more psychological.
Well, that's what I was saying, is that like especially where it basically starts off with basically like a psych eval for you, and it's supposed to kind of alter the experience based on some of the answers you gave.
Yeah,
that's why I feel like if it was its own thing and not being a Silent Hill 1 remake, I feel like I could have appreciated it more. But because it was trying to add on a lot of other elements, as Kyle might say, making it lose the art and the direction of the original.
It definitely lost that because it was not a remake. It was complete. It should have just been its own game, sure. But
yeah,
there's a big reason why it's not its own thing, which I think is cool. But
if I were to look at it objectively as its own thing, I would give it a C. But because it's trying to be a retelling of Silent Hill 1. Yeah, because they're trying to retell Resident Evil 1 in Silent Hill Origins. But because it's retelling Silent Hill 1 story, I have to give it a D.
A D, damn.
Jesus.
This guy's
D for damn.
This guy's a fucking hater. All right, so I guess C. Wait, did you play that, Kyle?
No. I said I haven't played. I played PT, I guess.
All right.
This is PT.
Well, Silent Hills doesn't exist, so yeah.
Yeah.
It has to be PT. PT is great. I love PT, so I'd put it high A at least.
Definitely
put it high B.
Definitely one of the most unique experiences this generation.
I think it's a story all on its own. If it was a game like not even called Silent Hill, I think this would be even great just on its own, just knowing it's a self-contained game.
It's not called. It's called PT.
It is, yeah.
No, you know what I mean.
No, I don't. What are you talking about?
And yeah, it looks fantastic, and I love the fact that it's still a mysterious game, right? It still like has so much to it that people still can uncover.
Right.
So I go high A.
All right, so A.
It's really weird thinking back to that game, like when that game first came out, people were still. I mean, they figured out Silent Hills really quickly, but like,
just because every article is fucking. It's Silent Hill. I'm like, oh, cool, thanks.
Yeah, but just like people figuring out, like, what the fuck, like, why did he make this? This was really interesting.
To announce it. It's a great way to announce a game. I'll tell you that.
It's definitely one of the most interesting things that happened this generation.
What was
for sure.
Kyle, you said you didn't play it, or you did?
No, I did play it. I'd probably say low A.
A. Hell yeah.
A.
What gets an F though is Umbrella Chronicles, one of the worst games I've ever played.
I never played this one. Umbrella Corpse, you mean?
Oh, that's what that's supposed to be.
No, we did.
Umbrella Chronicles is the Wii game.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Umbrella
I
Corps.
never played this. So.
Umbrella Corps. Somebody fucking bought it for me, and I played it with.
Be
them,
grateful.
Be fucking grateful. You and that guy were like half of the fucking matchmaking that day.
Pod.
Yeah, half a peas in a pie, as the classic saying goes.
Yeah, he was trying to tell me, oh no, it's really great. But
John Lennon?
John Lennon, I'm playing the game.
I'm Ringo.
I played a zombie in it.
Oh, if Ringo gives you anything, you should immediately decline it. So
yeah,
anyway.
This game is
he's the most popular Beatles. Chill.
Yeah, I think most people. Yeah, he's the most popular. He's one of two that are alive. I will agree that if you want to say that, but
he's the only one I know of by name.
I would honestly say.
All right, get off this podcast. What's wrong with
me? Yeah. Let's do a Ranksters for Beatles. That'll be a short one.
Oh, Kyle, you want to do Ranksters for Beatles?
SSF. There we go. Done.
Albums?
I'll do albums. I'll do whatever.
Yeah, sure, albums.
You two do it. I love Beatles, but I don't like
Kyle
talking
keeps
about
breaking
music.
his shit over Beatles. He loves them.
I love the Beatles, but I don't want to talk about music. Yeah, I find talking about music to be very boring. So you do it.
Umbrella Corps is an F, and honestly, like Operation Raccoon City is pretty fucking awful. But I mean, it's just a bad SOCOM.
Yeah, but F. Stop eating your food and let's go. What, you jerking it? Stop it.
I'm trying to open this box.
What is it? The loot crate? Use the code Ranksters1 and you'll get 0% off. I'll actually add 5%.
Speaking of codes, breaking announcement. If you don't already have Halo 5, they are giving it away for free on Monsters Reward site.
This guy came.
Alone in the Dark 2, let's fucking go.
All right. I never played Alone in the Dark 2. I played the first one somewhere because I know I've played it, but I'm going to say just haven't played it.
Yeah, I haven't played 2.
I'm going to say for both. I haven't
played 2 or 3. I didn't know there was a third one.
There's a third one. I actually just sold the third one. So
I played New Nightmare, the reboot, and the original, but I haven't played 2.
God.
Yeah, I know I played the first one, but I never played 2 or 3. So just fucking put them in haven't finished.
All right.
So or haven't played
3 or haven't finished. What about
let's get through it. Alone in the Dark Inferno. This is the PS3
the PS3
version.
Right?
Yeah, which is the better version. You like it?
Yeah,
I liked it.
But you hate Shattered Memories?
Yeah.
Okay. Then,
what a
buddy.
dick lord.
Inferno was a hot fucking garbage dumpster fire, but goddamn if I didn't enjoy myself.
Well, what about objectively, bro? Objectively,
it's a hot dumpster fire, but I enjoyed it.
It's a remake of the original. Did it lose the soul? That's the question.
I feel like
I don't think it's a remake of the
what's
original.
Funny is David proclaims to be very different from Kyle, but he's really not.
He's the same person.
No, that's why I get frustrated with Kyle sometimes. Is I know we're similar.
Frustrated.
Yeah. I get frustrated.
I get frustrated.
I turn into Mike Tyson for a minute. Now I eat your asshole alive.
We still got a lot of
you white pussy.
But yeah, so the flashlight system sucks. Even though they improved it in the PS3 version, it still dies way too quickly. But I like the crafting system. I like the idea of setting shit on fire. The only issue I ran into with the game is
blinking my eyes like
glitch.
An idiot.
The trophies are glitched in that fucking game, so I have 2 trophies I'm missing because they just glitched out for me, so I can't get a platinum in it. So for that, it was stupid. I'd give it a C.
Okay, can I tell you my 2 favorite things about Alone in the Dark? At least on 360, I didn't play Inferno, so I played on 360. But here's my 2 favorite things. One is that you have to blink your eyes while you're in first-person view, or you get your eyes all watery. By the way, I'm being sarcastic. And number 2, my favorite. This is actually my favorite thing. You could skip all the levels if you want, and just and just go to the next one, which I think is great. Because it sets it up like it's a DVD menu, so you can just skip to different chapters. Yeah, it was like what Alan Wake did, except shitty. And they just did that. Except you could skip it whenever you want, right, David? I remember people talking about
you can skip to it whenever, even right from the beginning.
You don't need to play the levels first. You could just skip all the way to the ending if you want. Which is great. I love that. And of course, it has one of the best lines ever where at the end he goes, "I'm the fucking universe." So it can't be that bad of a game. From what I played, I didn't hate it, but I did not like it. That's for sure. I'd say low C. I did like that you could put shit on fire though. That was cool. The fire effects were really good.
All right.
Which one is this?
The original old
That's
ass,
the original.
crusty ass Alone in the Dark.
Yeah, with the weird guy with the mustache. That was the original guy.
Kind of like purple skin textures to a lot of the people.
There is something a little creepy about that game, though. The way it looks.
Because it has the old graphic. That game of all the 3D horror games has the shittiest of the 3D graphics, but it's still really creepy. Like there's no textures at all. There's none. It's just all like whatever colors they had in their 3D software at the time.
Fucking paper mache dudes.
Yeah, but it's kind of creepy. I'll give it that.
It was.
I don't remember a lot about it, honestly. I know I played it, but I don't remember. I don't think I'm sure I didn't finish it.
I didn't.
I'd give it a C. I don't think it's a game that would ever be warranting a revisit. But it was creepy for the time, and it is the unfortunate thing of just its ambition was ahead of its time, but definitely not worth revisiting.
All right, this is the New Nightmare, right?
New Nightmare, correct.
Resident Evil.
Yeah, this game. I remember not liking this game at all. When I played it and I didn't finish it and I just didn't like it. It's been so long. I don't know if it's just because I wasn't feeling it at the time or is it because it wasn't Resident Evil. I'd say D, but that's just because I remember dropping it really quickly.
I gotta agree with you there. I like the updated look of the game. Yeah. It was one of the better looking of the era, but the isometric style that they went for, and they removed a lot of the adventure elements I remember about the game. There was a lot less kind of discovery and looking around, which granted was great because it made it a little bit easier to get lost in, but I feel like it lost some of the fun of it because of that. So definitely would agree on D. Right, it lost soul.
Oh, it has soul come out your asshole.
3-hour podcast.
All right.
Yeah, all right. Clock Tower 1 didn't play the original.
Let me explain the weird thing with Clock Tower. Okay, so the first game over here only released in Japan.
Everybody knows. Tower. Yeah, he's leaving here. He knows.
He's gonna go pull it out of his collection.
Well, good for him. The second game here with the scissors, it's just called Clock Tower here, but it's Clock Tower 2 in Japan. The next game, Clock Tower 2, The Struggle Within, that's what it's called here. In Japan, it's officially a spin-off called Clock Tower Ghost Head. And Clock Tower 3, they managed to find a way where everywhere it's Clock Tower 3. Oh yeah, good for you.
It's Clock Tower, you got it.
That's the Japanese version.
And then Haunting Ground is technically a Clock Tower game also.
Yes, it's a spin-off.
Yes. And then that remothered game is a spiritual successor to Clock Tower.
Correct.
And Rule of Rose isn't a Clock Tower game, but it's similar.
Because it's expensive.
Yeah, that's why. No, it's because you play as a girl that's in a house or whatever. And then Resident Evil has nothing to do with it, but it's a better series. Anyway.
I will fight you on that one.
Clock Tower.
I only played the third game.
Fair. So Clock Tower original.
The first, can I say about the original? I've seen gameplay, and it does look cool because it looks like it's like a point and click game, kind of. Except I don't know where the Scissorman will show up and fucking get you. That's what JonTron would say, the Scissorman. But shout out to JonTron. I know he's watching.
Hell yeah. But no, First Fear, as it's called with the PS1 port, fantastic game. It controls a little wonky being on controller because it is a point and click style adventure horror game. The difficulty curve is absurd with it just because it really is one of those you really need a guide to play through it. You are not figuring out how to get any of the good endings in the game without a guide.
Coward.
There is zero way you're figuring that out without a guide.
Yeah.
Yeah, I most point and click games I need a guide. So
all right, rankings.
Here's
Adrian wants to get the fuck out of here.
I looked at the time. We still have.
Hey, you're the one who picked this. Remember,
we're only 1/3. We're not even 1/3 of the way through. I thought we were gonna go faster because we split out this in half.
Well, we will once we get to.
Well, yeah, we're actually talking about these games.
You talk about literally every. I think David, you had a thing to say about.
We'll go quicker. Shut up. What do you give it? God damn it! Fucking argue. That's all it will be.
B.
It'll be another 2 hours to argue. A B?
Yes.
Wait, hold on.
Fine. I they said it was like amazing. I was expecting like an S.
Great game.
Honestly,
the controls mar it because of the fact that you're on
controller. Here's my problem. Very quickly.
Oh fuck me.
The fact that's point point and click means that you don't have direct control over your character, which makes it scary because you're like fucking fumbling, having to fucking find a place to click on. So it makes it more scary when Scissor Man's coming after you. So I think it's pretty cool. Because horror
Sure.
should take away control.
Shit control should not be a game mechanic.
That's why I like Resident. That's why I like the original Resident Evil more than some of the other ones, because like it's hard to fucking get out of there when you're getting fucking overrun. And I like that. I mean, in that situation, when
both the NES or the SNES mouse, and it wasn't. Thankfully, the PS1 version did correct that and give mouse support on that peripheral. But
it shouldn't have mouse support.
It should have mouse support.
No.
Fuck playing point and click on controller. Dumbest shit ever.
Well, for this horror game, it makes sense. Whatever.
Anyway.
Right.
So B. All right. How about 1, 2, or the fuck?
The one with Skizzy Man on the cover, I'd give a B.
Skizzy
cool,
Man.
That one I would give high B. It definitely was a great jump up with the graphics, what they were trying to do with it. I like the multiple protagonists that you could play as, depending on if any of them died, how it altered the story and what options you got out of it. It really felt like you were trying to manage a group of survivors, and it was fantastic. Right. But definitely it had some flaws again, still that kind of point and click style to it, which was a little awkward. But yeah, I'd still give it a high B.
Clock Tower 2, The Struggle Within, aka Clock Tower Ghost Head. I've heard there's this guy on YouTube, Stop Skeletons from Fighting.
Hell yeah, subscribe to him.
I watched him too.
He said it was the worst game he ever played.
He's a
very happy guy. So
I like his videos actually.
Yeah, he's usually a very happy guy. So I mean, he was.
It's the worst game I've ever played.
I mean, going to like some of the points that he brings up in his video, it's definitely wasn't meant to necessarily be a Clock Tower game. It has nothing to do with a lot of the Clock Tower stuff.
It's just the worst game.
It has really annoying controls. There's a lot of input lag, and as much as I was complaining on First Fear having a lot of shit there's no way you're figuring out with following a guide, Ghost Head is even worse. As much as I was like, yeah, okay, to not figuring out how to get the good endings in that without a guide, I implore anyone to try to play fucking Clock Tower 2 blind and get a good ending. It is not fucking happening.
Well,
pussy.
Sure.
Yeah, it has a 49 on Metacritic. It's not very good.
Yeah. Very cryptic. You have to like.
Well, at least Clock Tower 3 was better, right?
You have to like investigate this one thing, and if you don't investigate it, then it kills you.
But there's a lot of things like that throughout the entirety of it.
Right.
Yeah. That's what I've seen from some gameplay for the original.
I find that stupid. Imagine if you're just going through playing that in a non-internet age and you're always fucking dying. And why would you ever think that the slightest little thing like that could be what's causing that?
When I play a game, I'm not like, man, I gotta fucking beat this motherfucking game. I gotta conquer it, bro. I'm not like that, bro. I just like to have some kind of experience with it. It can be enjoyable. It can be frustrating. I want some kind of experience to get out of me. And whether or not the game is good or not, I have no idea. But it sounds interesting, at least. I'd play it.
So you don't have a horse in this race. Shut up.
I don't. I give it
yeah, wait. You even play a fucking... Shut up. Give it a ranking. God damn it.
Lower C.
Lower C. All right. Put it low C.
Put it like above the Silent Hill PS4.
No, put it at all the way at the bottom.
Right there.
All the way at the bottom.
What?
All the way at the bottom of C.
Even worse than Silent Hill Book of Chains or whatever?
Yeah. Put that behind
Chain of Memories or whatever?
Yeah, exactly.
Shill Clock Tower 3. Go ahead.
Clock Tower 3. Not the greatest of games. Man, was it stupid and enjoyable.
What a shill. I this is the only one I played, and this seems like it's way more of a I guess this is what Haunting Ground is kind of too, where it's not exactly like Clock Tower.
Haunting Ground was more of a return to form in tone. This was a goofy fucking departure.
Yeah, it was goofy from what I played.
It's like Sailor Moon shit in here, right?
Yeah, it was like ghosts would like follow you and shit, but they're all like cartoony looking or whatever. Yeah, not cartoon, but I mean it's PS2 graphic. I don't fucking. I don't know. I don't remember loving it, but I played like a few hours and I thought it was okay.
It's not a horrible game. It's not a good game though either. It kind of falls in that middle ground where I enjoyed it. I think it's worth playing, but it's certainly not like an upper echelon. Like, oh, you need to play. It's just like, I don't know, if you happen to have it in your collection, play it. So I give it a middle C.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, hurry up, Adrian.
I thought people loved it. Cold Fear. All I know
I don't
about is
think
that
so.
Mega 64 meme.
Oh yeah. Is that
It
the
is.
one where the fucking
Cool.
beam came from?
The bomb, yeah.
Yeah. Boom. Well, all I know about Cold Fear, I mean, I've played it, but everybody kept saying it's Resident Evil 4 except on a boat. And yeah, that's pretty much exactly what it is. It has the same exact control scheme, pretty much. And it's creepy. I'll give it that, but I don't think it's like amazing or anything. I'd say a C. It's fine.
I didn't play it. Hey,
I played
Dark Watch, fucking
that game.
awesome game.
Yeah,
dude.
that's a great game. It's
Game
not really a
fucking
horror
great.
game, really, because you play it. It's like calling Doom a horror game. It's like you just play as a badass and you're killing all these vampires. It's like
It's
I don't know.
a little gothic, but yeah.
Yeah, it's gothic. Yeah, it has an awesome beginning cutscene where you're a vampire and you fuck another woman, and then you give her the vampire, and then you go kill some vampires on a train. I'm like, hell yeah! I'm like, that's how a game should start forever. But yeah, no, that's a fun game. I do agree. It's really fun.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Painkiller a little bit. Like the gameplay it reminded me. Yeah, I don't know who developed
High
it again?
Moon.
High Moon, who also did the Transformers games that are really good.
Right.
But
it's High Moon.
High Moon, as they say.
You play as a cowboy.
Yeah, you're a cowboy vampire, which is awesome.
Oh yeah, dude, ain't that Kino?
It is Kino.
High B.
I'd say the same. It's a really good game, actually.
So. Yeah, I wish they had remastered. It's better than Resident Evil 3, I'll tell you that.
Sure, I'm okay with that. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
2 high Bs, I think that would be. What is that? I can't see what it says.
Echo Knight Bridge.
Oh, yeah, Echo Knight.
That was a PS1 game.
Yeah, I know. I have Echo Knight Beyond. So that's like, that's like one of the few games back then when they were always like $3 or $4 at GameStop. You know, like the really like, popular. That's the one I actually bought and I still have. So.
Oh hell yeah!
That's like almost a $200 game now.
Oh shit! Is it really?
Yeah, Echo Knight never played. Echo Knight Beyond is. I like the idea and the premise of it. I don't know what the premise of Echo Knight 1 is really, but Echo Knight Beyond is really cool because you're an astronaut guy and there's like ghosts on this, like, I think it's I'm assuming it's the moon, and also I played it a few years ago. I thought it was cool, but I like the premise and I like the way it looks. It's all white kind of. It's like very, very the color palette is very like minimal, but I like it. I wouldn't say it's like scary though, from what I played. But last time I played it was like maybe 7 years ago at this point, so I don't know. I only got a few hours in. But Echo Knight I can't say anything about.
Echo Knight 1 I played a little bit of way back in one. It was Blockbuster rental. I never finished it, but I remember it being a really kind of cool adventure horror style game. Nothing fucking where you're exploring the moon or any shit like that, but there was a lot of weird.
That's what Beyond is.
Where, gotcha. But there's a lot of times where like you're going along a train and kind of just having to deal with the poltergeists on it, or there's this one segment that starts off with you kind of riding a merry-go-round, and all of a sudden you just kind of notice different objects in the foreground that you have to go chase after later. And it did a lot of neat concepts, but I don't remember much about it beyond that.
Yeah, Beyond takes place on the moon. That's what I remember. You play as a newlywed as you're on your honeymoon on the moon.
Hell yeah.
They took that honeymoon thing seriously and then just fucking went straight to the moon. But yeah, that's what that game is. It's kind of cool though. But all right, so what's rankings?
I haven't played any of them.
Okay, but what the fuck? Wait, did you say your ranking, David? I didn't hear.
I don't remember much about the first one, so I don't.
All right, so fuck it. Just put all 3 of them and fucking haven't played.
Never
I'm
finished.
shocked there was such a talk on games that no one played.
Well, if you listen, then you would have heard we played them.
The game. Like, all right, cool. I have a good.
Fucking
yeah, we won't. We just haven't finished them in fucking 80 million years.
Yeah.
All right.
I never finished Echo Knight Beyond, honestly. But.
All right, talk about these shovelware Evil Dead games.
All right, Evil Dead Fistful of Boomstick is a fun game. It's not great, fun. But it's fun just being with my boy Ash again. I'm going to say a C for that one. Hail to the King is a piece of shit Resident Evil clone. It sucks ass, has no personality whatsoever. I say D. That's the next one. And then Regeneration is actually really good. I actually really
person around, right?
Yeah, you have the little guy that you use to throw at the Deadites and stuff. I really enjoy that game. So I'm going to say I'll still give it a high C, but you know, I still
I actually really hated that one. I thought that was more F tier.
What?
Oh,
Yeah.
I think that was way better than the first one, but okay. So
Poggers.
D. God damn. I know. I feel like that's not right.
A high
A
C,
C
and
and
an
an
F.
F.
No, I feel like that's not. It shouldn't be there. I mean, like it shouldn't be in
Well,
D.
I thank David for that one.
I know the average is right. I'm just saying it shouldn't. I feel like that's not right.
Why did you give it an F?
I don't know.
It did not control well. I felt it was
the
an
controls are the exact
okay
same.
game, but it didn't control the same.
Yeah.
I don't remember having a problem. I don't remember having a problem with the controls though. And I was a kid. I would complain about fucking anything.
You still do.
Yeah, fucking I am right now.
You
Fucking sure. Yeah, I have a problem with you, my dude. All right, fine.
Oh, yeah.
You could say like a D. Like I feel like F is
All right,
harsh.
fine,
Hey,
D. I'll give it a
you
D.
have Bruce Campbell still there, and it's funny. They would do a recreation of the fucking cabin scene where he's like dancing with all the shit.
Low D. Fine. All right.
All right, fine. So a low C then. What?
Put it behind Clock Tower.
No.
Yeah, it's fine. I don't care.
Yeah, Clock Tower 3. Put it somewhere behind there.
Oh,
Perfect.
Yeah, there you go.
The other one.
All right. Did anybody play Extermination?
No.
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 All right, I played it. Yeah, just real quick, it's a horror game. Obviously, that's what we're ranking. And it's okay. It's like if you combine like a Metal Gear Solid with like a horror game that has like bugs. It's all right from what I played. I played a few hours of it. It's not all that scary. It does have a really awesome moment in the beginning where like a guy you think is gonna be the main character gets killed off like instantly. I was like, whoa, all right. But besides that, it's a C. It's like a normal C.
Yeah, I mean,
All right.
this game was fucking everywhere.
Yeah, well, Extermination. Yeah, everywhere you go
Couldn't
back in
exterminate
the
it.
day, that shit was like $2 at GameStop all the
I
time.
think it escaped the survival horror tax, by the way.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
I think it's because it's not really a horror game. Honestly, it's like
I guess.
I mean, there's bugs. I mean, there are. Yeah,
They're
whatever, fuck it.
bugs.
I mean, they're bugs and it's dark a lot of times, but it's not really
All right.
scary.
Fatal Frame.
1,
The,
2, and 3,
Good
and then the
fucking
Wii game.
series.
All right, I didn't play the Wii or the Wii U game, obviously, because fucking they didn't come out here. But well, I guess the Wii U one did. But
The
Yeah,
Wii
yeah,
U one did. It was
yeah,
just a
it
pain in the ass 'cause
digitally.
it was 32 gigs, and you basically had to have an external hard
32
drive to play it.
gigs?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
And that was the highest memory you could get for a Wii U, right? It was 32
Yeah,
gigs.
What
it
were
was
they
some
thinking?
Proprietary Blu-ray.
Yeah, of all the games to put on disc, they should have definitely put that one on. Fucking
They did
disc.
in the UK.
Yeah, in the UK, and now we're here.
Yikes.
All right, so anyway, Fatal Frame 1 I never played. So
Fatal Frame 1 was fantastic. It's a good introduction to the concepts that you would get out of the series. I like the idea of taking pictures to combat the evil spirits. Really interesting setup. Had a lot of replayability just because there's so many routes that you could take that would alter different segments of the game and would give extra detail to the story. Unlike a lot of other survival horror games where the different endings are just, well, you died before you got to the end, so here's what happens in this case because of that. I did a lot to also try to fill in a lot more extra lore with the different endings that you got out of it. So I'd definitely go B with Fatal Frame 1.
okay, I'm actually lying. I did play Fatal Frame 1. 3 is the
F.
one I didn't play. Yeah, F. Yeah,
Didn't
just to
control
fuck him. Didn't control well. No, I only played a couple hours of it, so I'll just say I haven't. Just put it in B. It's been a little while. So 2 is I think the only one I actually got into though.
2 I haven't played yet.
Crimson
All right.
Butterfly, right?
Yeah, well, I played on Xbox. I don't know what it's called on Xbox. I think it has a different title.
Yeah, it does.
I think it does at least. But I do have 3 on PS2 at least, and I do have 1 on Xbox also. But anyway, Fatal Frame 2, very scary game. I don't remember anything about the story besides you play as I guess you play as a girl in all of them. I think the first one you don't, right? You play as a male character, do you? Right?
You're on that one as
You
well.
play as a girl? Okay, well, graphics bad. But I don't remember anything about the story, but I did love the photography mechanic. I found that gameplay to be way more satisfying than a lot of other survival horror games. There's something about it that's really cool. Also, it gets you right up into the ghost. So, like, hey, all these other games where you want to shoot them before they get near you, you want to get as close as possible to those ghosts to get like maximum impact. So
it's that kind of teetering of like you have to confront your fear, but you don't want to.
Yeah, exactly. But I don't remember too much about it. But I did play it. I played it enough to say I'd say it's a B at least. So, and 3 I didn't play. So, or the Wii game or the Wii U game. So,
3 I played, but very little of, so I can't give it a fair rating. So we can throw that.
And then nobody played the other 2 games.
I played the Wii U one.
Okay, so put 2 in B, and then whatever he says for the Wii U game, and then everything else is in haven't played.
The Wii U game.
Sorry, 3 was what?
3, the Wii game, and that's it. Put in haven't played.
Yeah.
Were they worth playing?
I heard the Wii game's okay.
Okay.
I heard the third game's great. So.
Yeah, the series just in general is worth playing.
The Wii U version.
Yeah. I heard the Wii U version's not that great though.
It's okay. It's one of those things. It's not one of the stronger stories in the series, and I feel like the big thing about the Wii version is that, or the Wii U one, is I feel like a lot of people got wrapped up in the controversy of it because there was a lot censored when it got brought over to the US. Mostly just dumbing down the revealing clothing. And one thing that was kind of sad is that they got rid of some of the Nintendo outfits for the characters as well, which that was kind of sad to see. But otherwise than that, it was
because that really puts me in the survival horror mood if I'm dressed up as Yoshi
with your tits out.
Yeah, with your tits out.
But one thing that I did really like is it's one of the few games I thought was making great use of the hand, because you actually use that for taking.
Yeah, that's what I was figuring. Like that would be great with a Fatal Frame game, just like moving the fucking thing, just like with Zombie U, where you have to scan the shit with the fucking Wii pad, like actually taking the pictures and you see it on the screen.
Yeah.
But I heard the game itself is not that great though, so that kind of sucks.
It's fine. I would put it easily a mid-C. It's an okay story. The graphics, yeah, they look good for the Wii U.
Yeah, for the Wii U, they look good.
And I feel like it's one of the few Wii U games that truly took real advantage of the hardware and actually gave you an interesting concept to use the controller for. So yeah, I had to put it at a C.
All right, Siren 2.
All right, never played Siren 2. That's the Blood Curse, I think it's called in America.
No, it's the PS3 game.
Yeah, isn't that 2?
No.
I thought that was 2. And the 2 never came to America then.
Oh, no, that's right. I think Gore is right.
Yeah, I thought I was right. Yeah.
Blood Curse is the PS3 game, which is for some reason the lower row.
Oh, is it? Oh, yeah, I see it right there. What is Siren 2 then? I've never actually.
It's I don't think it came over here.
I know it didn't, but what is it?
But I don't.
Horror game.
Because I played Siren. I played Siren 1. Siren 1 is fucking terrifying. Really? But I've never played the second one. Yeah, have you ever played the original Siren?
No, I thought it was like a budget game.
No, well, I think it actually was at the time, but it doesn't play like one. I think it was like cheaper. I think it was on the cheaper end. But it's actually a really, really creepy game. It's the one where you have to hide most of the time in the game, so it's a hidey who game. But what they add this mechanic where you actually see through the eyes of the people that are chasing you, just so you know.
Game.
Yeah, so you're actually looking through their eyes to see where they are, so you can figure out how to get the fuck out of there. It's actually really scary, and it looked amazing at the time. I remember that was like one of the best looking games when that first came out. But I never played the second one. I didn't even know it fucking existed. And Siren Blood Curse, I heard it was good. I know people that have played it and said it was really good. Our boy Slasher, I'm pretty sure said he liked that game a lot. But besides. For the original, I didn't play the other ones, so I'd say Siren is easily a B game though. It's really good. Very
so Siren B, and then the other two none of us have played.
I haven't played yet, so no,
wrong one, Adrian. That one.
No. Pay attention. Come on,
get off your fucking phone. Okay. Siren 2 is do not play. We did not play it. Do not do it.
First, that was ahead.
And we said Siren 1 though, so. There you go. That's fine.
And then scroll down a little bit and Blood Curse put in haven't finished.
Yeah, that's it. It's the first one. It's first one in the second row because we're just getting through the sign. First one in the second row. There you go. Just put, do not play because we didn't play it. All right, what the fuck is this game? That's that PS2 game. Okay, fine. It's a horror game, sure, I guess. But it's I don't know. It's like that's like calling Grab by the Ghoulies a fucking horror game. Is that here?
I don't know. Maybe.
I might be here. I guess it is kind of. It's a fun little game. It's actually I think it's like one of the rarer PS2 games
Yeah, it's
now. I think it's like a
expensive.
70. Yeah, I and that's another game I got when it was like really cheap at GameStop. So that's another game there. But yeah, it's all right. It's a fun little game. I don't remember too much besides like you'll find the ghost. It's kind of like if Luigi's Mansion was a little bit darker. That's pretty much what I remember it being. It's just like a shooter. The ghost jump scare you. It's all right. I'd say C. I haven't played it in a long fucking time. It's not that
All right.
memorable of a game.
So Glass Rose, this is a Suda51 game that I don't think went to America. I don't think.
Yeah,
I haven't played it.
All right. Was
I've
this?
heard it's good. Gregory Horror Show. It's based off some TV show or some bullshit.
No.
All right.
Haunting Ground. I barely
Haunting
played
Ground.
Haunting Ground. So, did nobody play it?
Nope.
I haven't played much of it now.
Okay. Indigo Prophecy.
Fahrenheit.
The first, Fahrenheit. The first Quantic Dreams game, and it has a great beginning. The beginning is
That's the end of my story.
it's so fucking good. That's the end of my story. But I love this game when it first came out, but like after some time and watching other people play it, I'm like, you know what? The writing wasn't all that great. Some of the shit doesn't make any sense. And it just watching it.
No.
Yeah, I know it's weird, but I'm gonna still say B from what I played. I played that game when it first came out. I love that game. But
no, I agree, dude. That intro is fucking amazing.
Yeah, dude, when you have to like go, like you have to. Well, I don't want to spoil it just in case you've never seen it.
It's in the
D.
B.
D.
What the fuck?
D.
E.
Well, I give that a B, so fuck you. That's the only Quantic Dream game that is
like
okay.
David Cage.
Wait, so B, and a D.
Yeah, it's a B then. Sorry.
It's a low B, but it's a B.
But,
Kuon, the rarest game on PS2.
How much does it go for?
It's like $900 now. It's
why?
From
like
Software, baby.
I should have. Hey, last year I missed out on a fucking auction for a sealed copy for $300.
Holy shit!
I was this fucking close.
Yikes,
bro. Is this Rule of Rose area where it just didn't get that much?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, except I heard this game is way worse.
Well, they people's want
like I heard Rule of Rose isn't that great, but I heard Kuon is like legit just not good.
I'm getting Rule of Rose for like 150.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, let's not talk about things you could have bought, Adrian. All right.
Yeah, what else?
Yeah, for friends. Well, let's talk about the things you could have bought for friends.
Steel Battalion, that's a scary game.
Yeah, I mean, it's scary expensive.
How much room it takes.
Yeah.
Can't wait till I finally get a copy of that at some point.
I'll find you one, David.
It's one of my grails.
Yeah, I'm sure you.
I'll find you one.
I'm sure you will.
The shop right now for $70. I'll get
No one played Kuon, although it's from Software, so I should play it.
All right.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Can I just say From Software has, of course, a lot of great games. Obviously, all the Souls and all those kind of games. Like
they got all the Souls.
I feel. Yeah, he said. But they make a lot of shit. Or I should say, they used to make a lot of garbage. Sometimes. Like a lot of those Armored Core games are not very good.
Oh, we'll fight you on that one, nerd.
That's fine. That's fine. Most people would agree with me though that they're not very good.
They are fun ass fucking games.
Yeah, you're wrong. Sorry.
Those are fun ass fucking games.
How about Steel Battalion on the Kinect? Is that a great game? You love that one?
No.
Yeah. Okay. Shut the fuck up then. All right. So anyway, Manhunt 1 and 2. These are definitely horror games.
Is there a reason why just everyone makes these and just always out of orders like the sequels? Why is it always
probably they probably think about their favorite one and then they're like, oh yeah, I guess I gotta put the first one.
I don't know.
I don't fucking know. Who gives a shit? Anyway, Manhunt 1 and 2. You know what? I'm gonna put both Manhunt 1 and 2 high C because I think they're good games and they're very disturbing. But I don't love them or anything.
Manhunt made by Rockstar.
Yes.
Yes, it is. Ranksters San Diego, I think.
Rackstar.
I only played the first one. Really cool atmosphere, but I did not like playing it.
I didn't care for playing it, but I did like watching the executions, which made me want to play it more. Because back then,
Sorry, what were the ratings you said, Gore?
I said C+ for both of them.
And then Kyle, what would you put on the first one?
I've only played the first one. I give it like a low B.
Really?
I played the first one, but not the second one, and I'd go C for that one as well.
All right, so no, both of them are C then. Yeah. They're both C. I'd say Manhunt 2 is probably above only because I was the only one who ranked it, and I said C+.
Manhunt 2 like
Manhunt
went
2 is
really
good.
far.
And also, I think it was a budget title when it came out. I think it was not budget, but it was
Not
like
anymore.
no, yeah, it's like a $30 game now. But I think it was like a $30-$40 game when it came out. Also, it was on the Wii, so if you wanted to fucking murder people
Right.
with
I always
the
love that budget games is turning into like the most expensive ones.
Obscure, the next game we're gonna be talking about, but besides whatever the fuck this is.
Michigan
What is that?
Court from Hell.
Oh, that's that one with the really terrible voice acting, right?
Guess
It's
so.
like it's like
Yeah.
some of the worst voice acting ever.
All right.
All right, Obscure. I actually played Obscure 1 and the Aftermath. Obscure 1, really good budget game, and it was really cool because you could play with friends too. So it was like a co-op horror game. And you could play it split screen too. It's like drop in, drop out, if I remember correctly. It was really, really solid for a $20 game. And I don't remember it being like super scary, but it was solid. The voice acting was bad though, and the characters were forgettable. But it was what you expect. You know, get the things. You fucking open the door. Oh, there's a monster. Fight it. Yeah, I'd say that's a like a low B though.
And Obscure the Aftermath.
I
Sorry.
I know
What?
why they're out of order, because what this guy did was he got all the images for it. He, dragged all of them. So whenever you title something, let's say Dino Crisis 1 and 2, if you just say Dino Crisis,
Right, it
it
goes.
goes below.
Yeah,
Dino
because
Crisis 2.
numbers would be all
I hate
like
that-
alphabetized
that.
first.
It's
always-
ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's really stupid, but I think that's
Yeah,
why.
that's probably why. Yeah. That's why, like, you see, like, the Suffering and Suffering Ties That Bind, because it wasn't called the
Yeah.
Suffering 2, and Dead Space is just 2, and I mean,
All
Dead
right.
Space, Dead Rising and Dead Space are just 2 and 3 and 4. Shit.
Right.
Sorry. So
All right, Obscure, I'd say low B.
Okay, and then Aftermath.
Aftermath, I played it on the Wii. I remember it being very the Wii. I played it. I remember it being very similar to the first game. I can't remember if it's like a remake or it's like an addition to it, but I remember playing it like years after the original and going like, this is very familiar. I only played a couple hours of that one, but from what I played, I'd say like like a high. No, I'd say a mid C. It was all right. I think that was also a budget title when it came out too. So
All right. The
Roll of
most
Rose.
infamous PS2 game.
S tier because I got it for $3.
Oh, that just boils my gurneys. You know what I mean?
Kyle, what's
Oh,
the
your
best deal
Gurneys.
you've had? Because I feel like you haven't hit a good deal like all of us have because we're better.
I got Shadow Tower the disc for $9, and that's like a $90 game.
That's pretty good.
It's all right, I guess.
Pretty damn good deal.
That's okay. I got Blood Will Tell for $40. Now it's a $300 game.
Well, fuck you.
I have a multi-$1,000 Sega Saturn collection for free. So
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
that doesn't count though. 'cause whenever-
Okay, I
You're-
think
That
David
doesn't count.
takes
He got a handout.
No,
Whatever.
but David's account. No, David's
What
account.
are you,
'cause he'll never-
Goodwill?
David's account because he doesn't even want it, nor does he ever intend to sell it. So it's like, okay, well, it's a paperweight.
I'm warning, what the fuck are you talking about?
Now you know.
David is the Goodwill of video game collectors. People just hand them their old shit, and he just gets
fucking
lucky.
video games.
It's true. I have a lot of my collection because people just gave up and just gave me their shit or sold that dirt fucking cheap.
Right.
You would think with someone with such a nice collection after about a year and a half of podcasting would have a cool background.
Well, all my
Yeah,
games,
okay.
all my box games are over on
What's
that
wrong with
wall.
you?
What do you mean?
moving
He
your
has the
camera?
Skullgirls
Why can't you move
poster.
your camera?
Because I'd have to shift my whole fucking setup because my computer's on this side with my printer and my router.
So
It's
you
not worth the hassle, Adrian.
You can't just get a webcam.
All right, can we continue? Oh, he died. Great.
Me.
Oh,
There
there you
we
go.
go.
That's a way better. There you go.
There we go. Look at that.
That's not bad.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah.
That's
There's
so
way
much
more
better
headroom.
than what you've been doing.
No, it's not.
Well, no,
No,
you
it's
gotta
not. Hold
lower
on.
the camera, but
You have to
Yeah,
lower the
the
camera.
lower the
headroom,
camera,
way
get the
too
light
much
out there, and
headroom.
that looks so much better than your trash ass desk.
Yeah, that actually that
Wow.
does look
Too
better.
much headroom.
Wow.
That's all I'm gonna say.
What the fuck? That looks
Too much-
better. What the
Even
fuck?
Too
Abe
much
Pepperoni,
headroom, bro.
even Abe Pepperoni says it looks better.
Yeah.
Also,
Too much
hold on,
headroom, that's
hold
all
on.
I'll say.
Also, that's a weak ass collection for someone that calls himself a collector. But hey, whatever. We'll move on.
Yeah.
Well,
That's just
that's
box
just one
stuff,
room.
though. That's just when I have box. That's not all my collection at all. Because I have
Hey,
some of my loose
Yeah,
cartridge
he
games
has all
over
the digital
there.
games too.
Yeah, and Adrian, you've been in my house before. You know I have like the giant sacks of just fucking discs that don't
Yeah,
have
that's
actual
gross.
That's
homes.
cringe,
It
dude.
got
Having
sacked,
just
bro.
loose discs.
Yeah, oh,
cringe.
you don't know what he did, Kyle? Back in the day, he used to throw away cases.
That's incredibly sad.
This
Dude, I still
podcast
have
gonna be long.
all my PS2 games pristine condition. Gore knows it too. So
Yeah, you
Do
said them
I?
on one every once in a while.
Oh, yeah, because you sent me some. Yeah, okay.
they're in
All right,
pristine
Rule of
condition.
Rose.
I
Everyone
don't
play
know.
it?
I saw a scratch on that GTA San Andreas. I was a little upset.
Well, you know,
Can't win
Rule
them
of
all.
Rose. No one fucking played it.
All right,
one played
Abyss.
Rule of Rose.
I didn't play
All
that.
right.
Well, that's not
This-
true. I started it up to make sure my disc was okay when I bought it, but I saw the opening cutscene.
Okay.
And I did watch people play it before. I was like, oh, fuck. I mean, even if it was fucked up, the case itself is worth way more than $3. So. A bit. What is this?
No. Let me shill. Okay, this is my shill moment. Okay, you'll
Okay,
never
go
see
ahead.
this anywhere else. This is Shadow Tower Abyss, the Japanese
okay.
only sequel to Shadow Tower. I have not played it. It's the only Kingsfield-esque game that I have not played. Shadow Tower Abyss.
Let me
So-
show.
Let
I-
me show for a game I can't rank.
Well. I mean, I thought I was gonna talk about the first one first, but we're not going to. So put Shadow Tower Abyss and haven't finished or played. I will play that.
Good
though.
talk.
There's an English patch for it, so I'm excited
Alright.
to play.
What's
Shadow
the next
Ooh,
game?
hell yeah.
Shadow Tower.
Shadow Tower. Hell of a fucking game. I mean, this is Kingsfield, just pure atmosphere, pure depressing dark fantasy. I fucking love it, dude. It's a hell of a fucking game. A strong A.
Alright.
It's a great fucking game.
No, I'm just laughing at the fact that I see David shit desk for a year and a half. Anyway, Spirit Camera.
This is that shitty 3DS game, right?
Shit death.
His shitty desk where it looks
Oh,
fucking.
shitty death. I thought he said he
dirty
shit
as
death.
hell.
I'm like, oh my god, that's bad.
What are you
Spirit
talking
camera.
about? It's just cluttered.
Actually, Spirit camera. Correct me if I'm wrong, David. Isn't that a fatal frame game technically?
I don't think it is.
No, it's just
thought it was.
similar. It just has a similar.
Well, all right. I played it. It's on the 3DS. It's just like it's like an AR game or whatever it's called. Is it called AR game? When it's
Yeah.
and you just
Yeah.
like move it around your house, and then a
Spooky,
ghost jumps.
scary ghost comes at
Ooh.
you.
It's not very good. I'd say D. It's a good concept if it was like an app that's already installed, but not as a game you have to actually buy.
Yeah.
The Suffering is a great game. Love that game. It's so good. Scary as fuck.
I
Love that game.
Is that the one
I
I'm
definitely
on?
give it a high B. I think Condemns.
Yeah,
It's
Condemned.
fun.
Oh yeah, Condemned like high A. I love Condemned, but
I do like
it.
Beyond games gone by. Who knows?
The second game is still good. I like it, but it turns it more into an action game. It still had some spooky elements to it. But you play as the monster character way more in that one, I remember. And it's still good. I liked it, but it's not great. So it ties that bind. I'd say a B.
I
don't know about
didn't play that. I didn't play that
You
one.
didn't play that one? Okay.
I have it though.
Yeah, it's still good. It's still fun. So
All right.
yeah, I'd put that.
The
Thing.
Ting.
The Thing. Love this game too. They did a great job of adapting that concept, not the movie itself, even though it's
Among
a sequel
Us?
technically. No. What was it called on Jackbox? That game.
Push the button.
Among
Push
Us.
the button. Yeah, Among Us. Yeah, Among Us. Among Us number 0. Or I guess
Us
number
by
2.
Jordan
Really.
Peele.
Yeah, Us. Yeah, it's Us. No, they did a great job of adapting that concept because you'll be playing the game and just out of nowhere, your guys will turn into things, and you're like, "What the fuck? I trusted you."
Yeah,
And
you
get
gotta
like,
constantly be on them and monitoring them.
yeah, and if they're like fucking freaking out and their fucking heads like fucking going crazy, you have to like
That sounds
cool
like
them
a game we
down
should
because
just
they're all
play
fuck-
for games gonna buy or something.
that game. Well,
I
okay.
will say the PC version is buggy as shit, though.
Well, I'm no.
dude,
I think that the PS2 version is pretty buggy too.
All
Oh, is it?
versions, all PC
Yeah.
ports back in the day were pretty fucked up.
I think it's really cool. I think it's a great adaptation, but it's a video game, so they have. Well, the thing I love about the original is how, even though it goes nuts, it doesn't go like, oh, there's like 30 of those head crab things attacking you at once. This game will have a scene where you literally fight the one head crab you see in the original of the thing, you fight about 30 of those in like a span of 2 minutes. So it's not subtle. It's just like
No.
it's a video game. It just keeps throwing them at you.
But
But
man,
I
it did have some
remember
fun
this
boss
game.
fights.
This game was fucking scary as shit. It does have great boss fights. Like at least the designs are great. I don't remember if the boss fights themselves are great, but it's really good for what it is. I actually really love that game. I give it a high B.
Yeah, I'd do the same. I'd give it a B.
I think it's a great adaptation, and it sucks because they're going to do a sequel, and they got canceled because I think they ran out of funding.
So that
It
game
just,
that's worth going back to.
Yeah. I think it's unique enough. If you're gonna go back to like Silent Hill and old Resident Evil games or whatever, I think the thing is a good one to go back to because it's unique. Like you can't stay outside too because the cold is too much.
It's a
for you.
lot of resource management.
Yeah, you have to like keep up with it, and like out of nowhere, your guys will turn into things, and it's really cool.
But I thought
Anyway,
that game is either super cheap or super expensive.
I think right now it's like a $15 game.
Yeah, it's not that bad.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
All right, X-Files.
All right, so X-Files Resist or
Never played
Serve.
it.
I played this. It's a pretty much if you take X-Files and turn it into a Resident Evil game. It's a little weird considering the X-Files isn't really like that. I mean, it's not like it's an action show. But I thought it was okay from what I played. I'll give it a C. It's a fine like Resident Evil clone, I guess. All right. My first, well, not my first S tier, but I have a feeling this will be the first time I'll get a game in the S tier list at least. Because 999 is one of my favorite games ever.
Have you never gotten a game in the S tier?
Did I? No, I'm talking about in this list. I don't think I got anything in this. Did I?
Let's put S. Fuck it.
Oh, I guess I got Silent Hill 1 and 2, 3. Never mind. Well, this is whatever. It's just whatever. Resident Evil 4 I didn't give a fucking S tier. And I gave Resident Evil 2 and 1 an S tier, and I didn't get an S tier.
Okay.
Yeah, technically, Resident Evil 4 should be the lowest one because the others all got straight.
Yeah, that's technically
I'm with
true.
Gore on S.
Hell yeah! And you know what? Some people will say a horror game, but that the first like few hours of that game is fucking terrifying. I thought the way they describe things that happen. Yeah, it's gory, but like not showing you the blood. It describes it like someone explodes, and the way they describe all this fucking meat on the wall is like, ugh. I was like, all of his meat. It's a great game. It has one of the best stories in video games too, I think. And I still have yet to finish the Somnium Files. Which I need to get back to.
And you just put it down.
I got to an ending, so
it was not very.
It was not a good ending. That's the second.
All right.
Alien Trilogy. It's a fun.
It's basically Doom.
Yeah. I remember it being hard as fuck though. I remember it being really hard.
Were you?
That and Resurrection is really hard, but they're good games. I'd say low B.
Yeah, I agree.
I see.
You're a high C.
You're
a high C orange drink. Wait, what?
Yeah.
You said 2 B's and a C, bro.
Oh, I thought you were saying high C, not referencing the drink.
No, low B.
All right. Amnesia: The Dark Descent.
I think the only as an actual scary game, this is the only one that actually scares me. Like when I'm playing it, I'm freaked out by it.
I might want to send them on this so I play it this week. I'm very excited for this one.
Do you want to move this?
Do you want to just hold that off until after then? Sure. We'll just borrow 2 from the end of.
Kyle finally gets to talk about game he plays.
Well, that means you talk about it with someone.
All I'm gonna say is that the only games I could think of that are actually scarier is Penumbra, the first 2.
Pinocchio?
Yeah, Pinocchio, The Dark Descent.
Isn't it just Numbra?
No, it's Penumbra.
Yeah, what are you, fucking commie?
Yeah.
Anyway, Calling.
Okay. Calling.
I'm pretty sure. I've always heard it pronounced Penumbra.
Really interesting.
It is Penumbra. Yes.
Penumbra.
Anyway.
Stupid
Ghost Girl game. Fuck, Ghost Girls are not scary.
Well, no, this one was kind of cool. This was actually for a little while the rarest game you could get on Wii. Now, because they reissued it, now it's like a $15 game. So sucks for anybody that paid like $80 for this game. But it's a cool concept because they use the Wiimote and the ghost will just randomly call you and she'll say like evil shit like, yo, what's up, fam, or whatever. I don't know. So it's creepy in premise. I've never played it, but I watched a lot of playthroughs and a lot of them have been like, all right. It's just like, it's not all that scary. It's just like you walking around in the dark until something scary happens. But I don't know. Anybody else play it?
Nope.
No.
I just put in the fucking who cares.
Ghost girls are not scary. I want to fuck them.
I don't think it's a ghost girl.
Excuse me?
I'm sorry. What was that?
Right, yeah.
Call of Cthulhu.
No, FBI.
He's trying to do a little swindle.
Call of Cthulhu. Pretty cool game.
All right, Call of Cthulhu is a great game. It's one of those games that's way more atmospheric than anything, but I never finished it, so I guess I shouldn't say that because it might be fucking like holy shit, your pants scary at the end. But I do remember it just being really, really freaky. Just like everybody in the town is like a bunch of fucking assholes and weird and shit, and they'll come at you and stuff. But
easily a B for me.
I'd say like a decent B.
all right, I'll say B too. Fuck it. I played enough of it.
Chaos Break.
Chaos
Never played
B?
it.
Never played it. Constantine, the video game.
Never played.
I actually played this game, so it's weird because it's just a third-person shooter, but it's kind of cool. You go to hell in a couple of levels and stuff,
Like
and it's just a shooter. I'd say a low C. It's not bad. I like the movie though. Movie's fun. There you go.
Animation.
Oh, is that Corpse Party?
Yeah, I think that's the first Corpse Party because it's with the other Corpse Party.
Oh yeah, the Corpse Party's right next to it. So yeah, we didn't play any of these. I don't think, right?
No, I haven't played any of them yet.
Right.
Thank God.
Yeah, wow, I thought you were an anime weeb.
Nobody played Vampire.
What is that? Vampire?
Just call it Vampire. I've never.
Is it the Masquerade?
I don't think so.
I don't think that's the Masquerade now.
All right, then nobody
Cursed
played
Mountain. I love his
The
cover
fuck
art.
is that?
Cover art looks amazing.
Yeah, the cover art's fucking stupid. You know what's even worse? There's
The
a
game?
steelbook version of this game that has even worse cover art, where it's just like it's like a monk. It's like a Buddhist monk looking guy, and he's like a skeleton. He's just going ah. It's just like the worst
Please tell
cover
me
art ever.
It's a really bad but fun game to play.
It's not really fun.
Fuck.
'Cause I don't think it has actual gameplay. I only played the first hour of it, so I can't just put in. Didn't play, but it's like it had a lot of jump scares. That's it. This is Curse the Eye of Isis. Yeah.
Oh no!
It is what it is. That's a mega season 4 joke.
It is what it is.
I didn't play this, so I have it on Xbox though.
Oh no.
Okay.
Just throw it out there. Didn't play it. Dead Space. You know what?
B.
Motherfucker, I'll kill you.
High B.
All right,
Yeah.
fine. I think a high B. I say high A. Really,
Yeah.
I really close to S tier. I think I feel like I gave it an S tier in a past Ranksters, so maybe I should say S tier again.
Casey in the chat says
But-
David can fuck off with B. We gave it an S. Dead Space and Dead
Yeah,
Space
we
2
did.
were S, I think.
Yeah. So just put it in S.
Nah, fuck playing that game. Granted, I am coming from the perspective
Excuse
I
you?
played the
What?
PC version,
Yeah,
and the
fucked up
control is garbage on that and
Why not?
PC.
That's
But
not
the
game's
story's
fault.
good.
That's for it.
Imagine playing a third-person game with a keyboard and mouse. Cringe.
What do you mean?
What are you
rather play.
talking about?
Yeah.
You say you play the PC version, you cuck.
Yeah, why would you not play any shooter on fucking keyboard and mouse?
Third-person with mouse would be preferable, I
Yeah,
think. But
that's
he just
great.
he played it with all fucked up controls.
I don't know about third person if I'd be on there with.
Why not? I don't understand. Not keyboard. I don't want to play anything with a keyboard, but the mouse I want to play everything with. Like
Also,
Hey,
that game has
if they actually made an invention that felt good to play both with a mouse and with a controller somehow.
the Valve
Like if they just
controller.
like the Wii nunchuck, like make a Wii nunchuck that connects to a mouse and I can
Hell
move the
yeah.
character.
Valve controller, bro.
Is there something like that? I'm sure there is.
The
There
Steam
has to be.
controller. Yeah.
No,
Steam
the
controller
Steam
kind of feels like it, but it's not. It's
not
not
the
the same.
controller. Steam controller's
You use
Kino.
your fat
Also-
thumb to fucking move a cursor. It's
Also, I
not-
feel like if you
fun.
play any sort of that generation game on PC, you're just asking for a not good experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean,
All right, 2 S's
That's
and a
not-
B. Put that there. Let's call something to chime in with.
I don't think I played much this game.
all right, how about 2? Did you play that?
I played 2. 2 is
Two-
a
Two's a fucking-
blockbuster, cool game. It's not scary at all, but I give it.
Oh,
a
I
vote.
disagree. I
It's
think
not scary.
I think it's still very.
I don't
very,
think, from what I've seen of these games, they're not scary, but they're fun.
Isn't 2 the one with the eyeball scene?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. It has
Uh,
it has like the best intro to like any horror game ever. Where
I'd give
Where you
it
guys
a
putting
low
this?
A.
Low A. Gore's putting
I
S.
say S. So.
And then, okay, so then it's S. Low S.
I think those are 2 of the best horror games ever. Honestly.
Now, speaking of horror, Dead Space 3.
All right,
this
Dead Space
game is
3.
bad.
I'm going to tell you right here, it is the Resident Evil 6 of the franchise. You know what? More like the Resident Evil 5 of the franchise. It's definitely way more of what Kyle is saying about the Dead Space 2, where it's a blockbuster. It's way, way over the top with its action scenes. But the gameplay is fun. I love the weapon customization. I think the weapon customization is really good. And I enjoyed it. I don't know. I like the continuation of the story. I don't know. and co-op was fun. So I like that game. I don't care. I'm gonna say just a regular B though.
B.
It sucks that was the last one, but whatever. And you know what I'm gonna say right here? Thinking more and more about it, I'm gonna say Dead Space Extraction's a low A. I love that game. I thought it was really good.
Very good because I was looking to buying it and everyone.
Very good. I love that game. It's one of the best light gun shooters like I think I've ever played. I love it.
All right, I can't read.
It has like a legit story too. It's whatever.
The Deception series. Sad that 4 is not on here, but I fucking love these games.
Trapped, right? Yeah, that game Trapped.
Trapped is the successor to them, yeah.
But it's the same concept, right? You just leave traps and shit and like.
Yeah, essentially. Tecmo's Deception 1, fantastic premise. The whole setup to the game is basically you got to trap all these people in a fucking mansion and kill them and sacrifice them to Satan. Fucking great. A lot of creativity and a lot of interesting concept in gameplay. The only thing that's unfortunate about the first game is it was before analog sticks were a thing. So playing through a first-person game as you're traveling around a whole mansion with the kind of just tank-like controls was a fucking nightmare for this game. But still, fantastic concept. It's still a game I go back to and revisit. I'd put it middle B. Nope. Second one.
What? Oh.
That's the third one. No, that's not the first one.
God damn it.
Is that the first one?
Yeah, that's the first one. Tecmo's Deception.
All right.
Then Kagero, Deception 2 right next to it. Yep, there you go. A lot of the same with that's kind of the series in a nutshell, is a lot more of the same, just with improved controls and a new cast of characters. This one really highlights the daughter of Satan that you play as.
Does she have big tits? Just answer.
Yeah. Did you ever play Dead or Alive 2?
Bro.
Hell yeah.
Come here. No, that's not where the camera is.
That's right. No, and Ayane has her outfit in Dead or Alive 2, and I think in Dead or Alive 5 they brought the outfit back. But the purple one that has the back tattoo, that's the character's outfit from that game. Great game. Again, it's just continuously improving on the gameplay and mechanics of it. I'd give a high B for that one. And I'll save Adrian some time and say essentially the same thing for the third one. It felt like it was a little too iterative, but still a high B.
Okay, Dino Crisis.
Okay. All right, Dino Crisis, baby.
Resident Evil Dinosaurs.
Yep. Dino Crisis 1 is probably the scariest game I played back in that era.
Ever.
Because zombies are slow, but dinosaurs are not.
So as someone that still has never touched any of these games, was it just that Dino Crisis didn't pick up as much Resident Evil, so you just dropped it?
I mean, it didn't pick up as much, but obviously it did.
Well, they killed it with the third game.
Yeah. The third game is fucking garbage. Like I don't even know what the fuck they were thinking.
Like a term. It was a quality. It was they just.
I think Dino Crisis 1 and 2 did pretty well. I mean, not as good as Resident Evil, but
1 did really good. I think 2 was kind of middling in terms of reception.
Yeah, that makes sense considering like Dino Crisis 1 you could pick up for $30. I think Dino Crisis 2 is like a $60 game right now. But Dino Crisis 3 ain't worth shit. It's like a $15 game, and it should be lower. Honestly, it's a piece of shit. But Dino Crisis 1's great. I give it a high A. It was like the perfect time for that type of game. I wish
I'd give it an A as well.
Yeah, I think we need more of those type of games where it's just dinosaurs coming at you. And there's actually a couple coming. There's an Alien Isolation looking game that's all about dinosaur chasing you. It's a raptor.
Isn't there always rumors that Capcom's going to go back to Dino Crisis?
Yeah.
Well, there'll always be rumors of it.
Yeah, Dino Crisis 2. I don't think I played a lot of it, so I'm gonna leave it alone.
This David's camera shot is just so much better.
Yeah, it is
than ever before. It's astounding, really.
Yeah, but I'm missing the shitty background. It
adds to David's shit persona.
Yeah. Oh.
Like a hoarder.
I don't agree. I think David's an okay person.
You said,
yeah.
Fuck you.
That's the best thing I've ever said about David.
It's true.
Okay. he certainly is a living human.
Dino Crisis 2, I
didn't play enough. So what? David?
Dino Crisis 2, I would go very low B. It tried to make it faster paced but in doing so, it ruined a lot of the controls because it's still controlled like Resident Evil, but now with even faster paced enemies, and it really did not mesh well.
All right, and 3.
3 was hot fucking garbage. F tier. Get that out of here.
Yeah, that game sucks balls. Like I couldn't believe
It's the
it was
worst one?
like, yeah, it has
Easily.
like, isn't it more? It's way more of an action game this time, right?
Oh
It's
yeah,
not even-
it's a pure action game where it's in like almost like the space bunker like thing, and it's just such a weird action shooter. It's more like EDF than it is fucking anything else.
way more of an action game, if I remember. It was garbage. It's a piece of shit
Yeah, it's the
game.
worst game.
I'm okay with that being an F. Fuck it.
And the worst on the F 2.
Easily.
All right, Dino
Yeah,
Stalker.
Dino Stalker is that technically part of the franchise? Because that's a light gun shooter, and I played it. And I don't remember it being like a part of Dino Crisis.
No,
But
It might be, but I'm not familiar with
it's
it.
not Capcom, so
Is it not? I thought it was.
I don't
I
think
think it
so.
is. I think I see Capcom on the bottom corner.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is.
Yeah.
I haven't. I just don't. Yeah, it's Capcom. I remember it being okay. Yeah, but based on the story of the all right. So wait, hold on. It is an offshoot of the Resident Evil light gun shooter games, but based on the story of Dino Crisis. Okay, so there you go.
All right.
That's our answer. I barely played it, so leave it there. Disaster Report. I love this game. This game is
I love that cover
legitimately
art.
scary. Yeah, it's a weird cover art, but that's a very that is like the typical box art for something that is coming to America that is from Japan.
You
Like
gotta
it's
make-
like
Someone's got to make me a list of like these because I've been looking for like my PS2 collection is not going to be big, but I want it to be like a nice, like
yeah,
A nice, good curated list.
yeah.
yeah.
Because like I got
Report is bad because it's really cool.
Okay,
I
well,
really love the kind. It is a survival horror game. It pretty much is, except you're not fighting fucking. I mean, at times you do fight humans. I'll say that, but for the most part, you're not. You're fighting just an earthquake that is fucking up the city. A tsunami will hit it. A earthquake will happen. Will shake the city, and you have to like get on the ground, or you'll fall over, hurt yourself. Something will fall down. You have to like fucking get the fuck out of there.
So-
You have to dangle on like a thing to escape from a fire or whatever. It's like. It's really good. I really like that game. It has the typical kind of controls for one of these survival horror games, but it's really good. I really like it.
so maybe when this is done really quick, you guys just give me a curated because I want to build that up because I got I have literally like 10 PS2 games, and that includes like Siren and Suffering and Clock Tower 3. Like
Those games are expensive, bro.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna collect that much PS2 games, but I want like a nice. Good
all right, so give you ones that
yeah.
are
After this is done, we'll go through really quick and
nice.
Yeah, because we got to play an Extra Life too.
To be fair, the great games are the ones that you can get for less than $10 usually.
You're gonna
So
say the great game is QAnon.
yeah, QAnon. You have to spend about $800-900 on that one. So fun.
All right.
Anyway.
Disaster.
You know what? Honestly, I'm gonna at least give it a B. I'll say a B because there are problems here and there, but it's no a regular B because it's one of my favorite underrated games, but it has problems. I love it though. I really do. I think it's so unique, and you know the story is good too. So anyway, D.
D.
D is one of the ugliest looking fucking games. God damn.
Well, maybe if
Like-
you're fucking using on your fucking FrameMeister OSSE dog shit fucking piece of shit looks perfectly fine on a CRT, you're dog shit. D is a great horror game. It's actually
No,
fucking
Adrian,
scary.
pull up a screenshot of fucking D.
Yeah,
This
it's an
game is
FMV.
goddamn
It's a
stupid
fucking
looking.
FMV game, you cuck. It's an FMV game. Shut up.
Yeah, there are a lot of FMV games at the time that don't look as
Yeah.
fucking like Play-Doh like as this
Yeah.
goddamn game.
Go fucking play it on a CRT like
going
you're
on?
supposed to.
Where I didn't know this was gonna happen with D. It's like,
This game is
Yeah,
an A.
D's nuts.
Yeah,
is
we
what
need
this
to-
game
fucking
is an A.
stands for.
Fucking David's so fucking he's seething because he can't fucking put in his FrameMeister and upscale it to fucking 4K 80p. He's such a fucking scumbag. Fuck him.
I
4K 80p.
FMV horror games I've already given good scores to on this list, and once I will still give good scores to on this list. An FMV game coming up right now, I'm about to give a really good score to.
Doom, my
Suck my
favorite
asshole.
FMV game.
This is
Kiss my
I'm
ass.
looking at. Hey, I'm looking at it right now. This is an ugly fucking looking game.
Go back to B.
Exactly. Thank you. It
I
is
don't care.
fucking hideous. looking game.
Well, here's the thing: hideous is gross, so it's scary.
No, it's gross and
Yeah,
scary.
shut up! No. You're a graphics whore. Go put your dick out for Ghost of
Graphics
Tsushima.
whore. What the
All right.
fuck?
Yeah, okay, it's early CG, but it's scary. Like when you watch it move, it doesn't look natural, so that's what makes it fucking scary. Okay.
Oh, that doesn't. Garbage content does not make it scary.
Yeah, garbage content.
Yeah, look
This is what your this is your mind on
that.
objective fucking viewpoints. Ridiculous.
God, that looks stupid.
Yeah, I guess objectively, it does. But fuck.
Yeah, it looks like hot
it's
fucking
a great
garbage.
it's a really fucking
All right,
freaky
we'll save
game.
that picture so you can put it as
The story's fine, but it looks like fucking hot garbage.
Yeah.
You didn't fucking have this much of a defense for a one. These potato-looking polygons. It's iffy shits on that. Don't touch my D though. Don't touch that.
Don't touch my D.
I like how
Don't touch my D.
Yeah, no, Gore had a point there. Is like I thought it was gonna be an argument at some point, not over D.
Fucking D. I thought it'd be like didn't play.
And I like to also go back and rewind the tapes to understand the caliber of how people react to Kyle. Is David will take everything Kyle says seriously and react to it, whereas Gore will latch onto the one dumb thing and go to 4K 80p and just call that done.
I just want to say, he was made by creative visionary Kenji Eno. He did like most of the fucking game. It's really an incredible story. Also,
it is a good story.
Rest in peace, Kenji. No, the story of him making the game, because this is like an indie game basically.
The story of the game sucks though.
So Kyle, I should get it.
The story of the game is great. I give it an A. It's a fucking scary ass game, and it's really short too.
High C.
Yeah, well, put in B then. You need to cool your jets, David.
You need to cool your fucking jets.
Yeah. All right. Classic original.
Argument says you gotta calm down.
No, you gotta calm down.
I didn't start the argument.
You literally did.
No, I didn't.
You did. Oh, fucking CRTV, fucking Game Meister, fucking.
I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna watch that again.
You definitely did.
I don't care. Well,
David did say it's an ugly looking game, but you
exactly instigated it. You know what I mean?
It's an ugly looking game.
Instigate shit.
All right, whatever. Let's talk about all these Doom games.
Classic Doom is the best first person shit ever made. S.
Wow. Sure.
I wouldn't say the best, but it is
the most iconic, the most
iconic for sure. I'd say S also. Put it up in there.
S easily.
You got it. It's still
three
a
S's.
great game now. It's still a great game now. So
yeah,
smoking smooth style.
Yeah. Anyway, go
hell
down.
Of a game. Yeah, go down. You fuck. Hello.
God
damn. All right, for some
Doom
reason, Doom
3, not smoking smooth style.
I like it.
I love Doom 3, and you know what? I'm gonna say right here, I love Doom 3 before they fucked it, around with it and fucking made it so that the flashlight was a part of your suit and shit. I liked it when you had to whip out the flashlight sometimes. I liked what they were doing. I think it was scary. I liked it, and you know what? It still has some of the best shadows ever. So fuck you.
Yeah, good.
The only good part, the only phenomenal part of Doom 3 is the Resurrection of Evil expansion, because that had some of the best iterations of Doom 2 and Final Doom on them. Aside from that,
those are not good versions of those games.
It's not a good Doom game. I don't think it's a good Doom game. I think it's a fine game on its own.
I don't care.
Oh, we're talking about horror games, though.
Yeah, it's a fine game on its own. It's
scary, bro.
Scariest Doom game. So
yeah, are you knocking
it down? I put it in B.
Okay, because you're not knocking it down for being a horror game when it's a horror game.
You give it a low A. I love it. I really do. And but
I'm just saying that if I'm looking at it as objectively as a Doom game, it's shit. But on its own, it's a B. Yeah,
I don't think
it's a fine
shit
game
because it has plenty of the Doom stuff you expect from a game.
So an A, a B, and Kyle, you got anything on this?
I'd say like a high B.
I do want to say that's the BFG edition, which kind of fucks with some of the stuff, but whatever.
All right, whatever.
It doesn't matter. It's just Doom 3. Doom 64. I never really played Doom 64 because I didn't have a lot of games on the 64 when I was growing up, but I played it recently when it came out on the Xbox One and the Switch, and it's great. It's just another Doom game. It looks a little bit better, and it's really fun. I love it actually. I thought it was really
a unique classic Doom experience.
Yeah.
Sure.
One of the few games to not be hampered by the shit controller on an N64. So
and the controls are great. So I'm gonna say an A. I think it's a really fucking good Doom game.
Oh,
I
yeah,
think level
I'd say as
designs.
well.
Level design's not that great.
I like the level design.
It's fine. It's fine.
Kyle.
I
Yeah.
still give it a B. One game that really fucks with Doom's level design is Final Doom. It's made by a bunch of fucking amateur fucking nobodies, and for some reason they put it out as a fucking product.
Final Doom. This is it.
Yeah, this is the worst you can get with classic Doom.
I barely played this one, to be fair. So
I think this.
I played the PS1 version of Doom though, which was alright.
Here's the thing: is Final Doom is meant to just kind of be like a fan base send off. A lot of the content that's in there is from fans that the developers honestly like their additions to their game. The developers want to go ahead and do something with that. Cool. I actually like when developers do that. Binding of Isaac, they're part of their final expansion for that is going to be a lot of fan content that I always like when developers do that. Give that the option to put that in there. Now, with that said, it's not to the same par as actual Doom developers Doom.
Oh my god.
But I don't have a seething hatred of it. I'd put it at a C.
I give it a fucking dude. The level design is so bad. It's so fucking busted and broken and meant for tryhards. I fucking that game sucks ass.
It does not suck. It's just it's not the same caliber as proper Doom.
Dude, there's one of the missions. There's like two big missions, right, with all the levels, and one of them, Neptunia or whatever, is fucking like almost unplayable because it's so fucking. They just put fucking monsters everywhere, and it's so badly designed. I give that a D, but.
Are we ranking Doom games actually in hindsight? Are we ranking Doom games on horror, like, or just as a game?
No,
we're just ranking
these
games.
Okay,
so
because some of these games aren't horror games. Like like Ghost Hunter wasn't a fucking horror game.
Sure. But... D, and then what was your ranking?
I said C.
I don't even think honestly I don't even think I played it. Period.
It's
trash.
They released it for free on the Switch version.
All right, here we go. Double S.
Yeah, baby. Doom's 2016.
Dooms.
Holiday.
Dooms.
That's it. That's if they made a sequel to just straight up Doom 2016.
Yeah, it'd be like Alien and Aliens.
Yeah.
It's like Doom and Dooms.
All right.
Solid A of a game.
Yeah, where's Doom 2? Wait, is Doom 2 here?
No, it's not.
No.
What the fuck? All right, whatever. Fuck it.
So
I think S tier.
Yeah,
I think it's one of the best first-person shooters ever. I think they fucking brought that the series back to like it's perfectly
to where
adapted from the original game. It is Doom. Like that is a Doom game. Like it is the most Doom game since the original game.
All right, yeah, fuck it. Chris sold me. S. I'll change mine to S.
It's not like classic. I mean, I like the game a lot.
No. What I mean is like it's what Doom would be now. It's exactly what it is.
Definitely
exactly what Doom should be now is exactly what that game is.
That's all right.
Kyle, ranking?
I'd say an A.
And the super shotgun is the best fucking. I mean, it's always been the best. It's always been the best shotgun, but in that fucking game, it fucking makes me fucking hard. So good.
You're the only one on this one.
Doom Eternal.
Doom Eternal, S tier also. What I love about Doom Eternal is that it takes the 2016 Doom, and like keeps the gameplay for the most part, makes it a little bit quicker. And I say a little bit, I mean actually much quicker. They give you a lot more enemies that are all different in terms of like what the fuck they're going to try to do to kill you. And they switch the gameplay up so much to the point where like you really have to balance killing them and also making sure you're not dead. Also maybe keeping this one alive because if you shoot him with the flame belch, that's your flamethrower, it'll give you a lot of whatever, and you'll need that later after fighting this other guy that's here. So it's really strategic. You have to like really think about it, and it's not one of those games where it's like, oh, it's like, all right, let me look at all the enemies, let me see, all right, I'll figure it. No, you're fucking just go. There's like 20 fucking enemies here. All right, just go, keep going. You have to like figure it out as you're playing. I love it. I really do. It's a great game.
Love the weapons.
Oh, the weapons are fucking sick.
They
do get rid of the pistol though, which is weird.
Yeah, you said that they make you rotate all the weapons more,
which makes sense. Yeah. It does. They do because they give you less ammo this time, because they want you to keep using certain abilities to get ammo. Like you have to use the flame one to get, I think armor is for the flame, and then you have to use your takedown to get I think health or ammo. I haven't played it in a few months now, but the new DLC's out today, so I want to play it. But yeah, you have to use all these abilities to make sure you're okay with ammo and health and shield and stuff. Huh?
What a shell.
What a shell. Yeah. Anyway, I just got it.
Escape from Bug Snacks. Let's go.
Talk about bug snacks. Can't
I
wait.
don't know what the fuck that is.
It's a Wii game. It's a piece of shit
All right,
from what I heard.
Gotcha.
Darkness is
Eternal
something
Darkness.
I've been
I have a
really.
hot take.
I've owned this
All
for a
right. Does
long
anybody
time.
want to talk over each other again?
Okay,
For
Kyle has a
fuck's
hot
sakes.
take, so we'll save his for last.
All right. So,
Okay.
oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say this is perhaps one game where I will 100% agree with Kyle on, in that half of the experience of this game I feel is playing it on an actual CRT.
Sure.
It does not have the same vibe or energy when you're
still think
not
it's
playing
good.
it on a CRT.
I actually.
Because
Sure,
of one,
I agree.
Because of one gimmick, he says that.
So
Because
yeah,
of one gimmick.
I've
Yeah,
had this
the
game.
gimmick is cool though. It
I
is
have-
a cool gimmick, to be
I have
fair.
this game,
But
and-
I'm sorry, go ahead.
no, I agree. It's what you're gonna say, pretty much.
I was gonna say that there's more to it than just that
Yeah.
one gimmick about the CRT. Like the game will fuck with you in different ways than besides it
Yes.
saying like, oh, channel 2 now. Oh, you changed the channel. Gotcha. Or your plugs are unplugged. You better plug them back in. You fucking idiot. But there's a lot
really-
more. There's way more stuff in that game that will fuck with you besides just that.
I
so-
really
Yes, the
wish-
game actually actively engages in fucking with the player, which I love.
Which is
I
love.
wish I never got any of that spoiled to me, because I've had it spoiled for a
Yeah.
couple of years now. Before I even I like had the game, and then like literally a little bit afterwards, someone spoiled that for me. But I was
Yeah, I mean, there's way more to it than just that.
Yeah,
so. I mean, after the first couple times, you know the game's fucking with you. So when things just don't seem right later on, you're like, yo, this game, man, it's
Yeah,
fucking.
and I have
I put money to you, man. You don't fuck with me. I fuck with you.
I have
right?
a
That's how this
CRT
works.
still, so I'm thinking of like pulling that out one last time before I get rid of it, because I was trying to get rid of it to just
Sure.
play this game and get that over
Don't
with.
get rid of it, bro.
Yeah,
I'm not carrying
Yeah,
that
keep
it
motherfucker
on.
around. Fuck that.
why
Good
not?
luck playing PS2 games then.
I have a
Jesus.
PS3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
With
Yeah,
that
I
up
do.
spoiler.
I hate it. I
Or-
hate when he says that. I hate that new meme. I really do.
That- that-
yeah.
Not to mention,
I hate
just
it.
use good quality component cables, then go ahead and throw it through a retro tank, and then throw it through an M Classic, and it looks pretty
Yeah.
good.
Spend
I'm
a couple
not- I'm not
$100
buying-
doing that.
Yeah, I'm
and-
not buying 3 things to make. Oh, look, that's so jaggy anymore.
Oh, now look at these jaggy games look less jaggy.
Yeah, I'm not spending that much.
Wow.
Never.
All right, I'd rather play Overwatch or something.
And go
No,
ahead
I
and
mean
play
it's
Overwatch.
fine playing it through PS2, but if still or a PS3, but still at least throw an M Classic on there.
No.
All right, Eternal Darkness, where are we putting it?
This
Because
isn't
I
even a PS2 game. What the fuck?
yeah,
You
yeah.
already brought up PS2. Oh yeah, good job.
Well,
Mark.
I guess to be fair, that's where most of the horror games are, is on the PS2.
Yeah.
Anyway, Eternal
okay.
Darkness. I've not played. I can't say anything.
Hey,
Yeah, I'd say A. For what I remember, it was a really good game. I remember the gameplay being pretty solid too for the time. Like a lot of these survival horror games don't actually have like the best gameplay, which adds to the scariness to it. But I remember the gameplay being pretty solid in this too. And it was definitely scary, and I liked the different like stories. It kept swapping back to different characters and stuff. The story was interesting. Anyway, yeah.
Listen, all right. Everybody remembers the amazing moment in Metal Gear Solid when the thing fucking rumbles and he reads the memory card, right?
Yeah.
That's cool. This game is literally just all that, so it takes out the surprise element of why that was cool, and to put in a horror game and to make it scary is dumb. Like, yeah, cool gimmick, okay, fine, but it's not fucking scary, and the combat is absolute fucking trash. It's like
Really?
the worst
remember.
hack and slash fucking game
Yeah.
ever, dude. Like,
I don't
dude,
remember it
have
being
you
that bad.
what?
that game.
What are you talking about?
What do you mean? What am I talking? It's a shitty fucking. You have to. Oh man, you have
Yeah,
to.
yeah, you do, yeah,
You
yeah.
have to
Hill is
wave your
fucking
stick
garbage in
at-
all of them.
I'm
to
sure
wait.
it hasn't aged well, but at the time, I don't remember it being bad.
The
But
whole
I
point of the
remember.
combat in Eternal Darkness is not to be fucking pristine combo fucking freak man.
I
It's you
didn't say any of that.
pick your moments, you take
I
out
didn't say
certain
that.
limbs in which the enemy degrades with it, then you move on with your day.
Yeah,
It's
I forgot
basically
about
just
It's
devil make
Perfect combat for what it's trying to be.
that. What
Yeah.
you're about to say, Kyle, because what you're about to say is the dumbest shit I ever heard.
Well,
It-
here's the thing: the
Devil May
level
Cry.
setup
You
is
said
like
that?
the setup is like Devil May Cry, except you're playing Silent Hill combat. It's fucking ridiculous. That game plays like.
Are you
trash.
fucking smooth brained? What the fuck is wrong with you,
No.
kid?
You're just in a bunch of rooms with bad guys, and you're just whacking your stick. Boring, and also it's not
No, you
fucking
shouldn't
scary.
really be
Oh
thinking
man,
about what-
ancient
That's a
voodoo
good-
man, a scary ancient voodoo mummy. stupid.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, that's like one of the first levels.
Silicon Knights is a trash developer. The only reason why anyone gave a shit about this game was because it was a GameCube exclusive, and the game.
Can I highlight the quote? You're in a room with a bunch of guys whacking your stick. That's a pretty good quote.
Yeah, that's all the game is, dude. This game is trash. Okay, you got your gimmicks, cool. What the fuck ever. Low C.
All right,
Low
can we
C?
get a
Come
fucking
on.
hell yeah in the chat for Kyle Smoothbrain? God damn.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go high A now, just to offset the C a little bit. I don't think it's an A though, right?
2 A's and a C.
It should be like a high B. Is it really? I guess so. All right, low A.
All right, Evil Twin. All right, this is a European only game, and
I've
you
heard of this
basically
game,
play as Chucky. I think it looks like Chucky.
All right, Fear Effect. I don't even want to say it's a horror game. Really, it's not. I mean, unless you think lesbians are scary, then I don't know.
I want to say
no, man.
Hold on. David asked for some hell yes in the chat, and he had to put him himself.
What a cock! Dude, David is the most cocked person I've ever met in my life.
No, because Casey quoted me. Either way, I'm fucking getting that train going.
Yeah, Casey quoted exactly. Thank you for proving my point, David. Cuck.
Eat my ass. Either way. Fucking smooth brain.
Yeah. Go show your fucking GameCube exclusive because Nintendo's always great all the time.
You're the one that makes the game. So shut up.
Nintendo didn't make it. What the fuck?
They published it and everybody's like, oh my God.
Yeah, Resident Evil 4 was only on GameCube for a little while. So.
Yeah, for fucking half a year. Well, Eternal Darkness is like technically a fucking GameCube exclusive, so whatever.
Yeah, it is. You're right.
It is.
Yeah, so.
Fucker.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
Can I talk about Fear Effect now?
No.
Yeah, go ahead. You like the lesbian games. Go ahead.
Hell yeah.
That guy is so fucking ugly, bros.
No, actually, I think that game looks pretty good for now.
Yeah, like earlier when I was saying that there was going to be an FMV game that I was going to give praise to, this is that FMV game I'm going to give praise to. So I fucking love the Fear Effect series.
Did you like that newest one that sucked?
I haven't played that one. I pretend that doesn't exist.
Yeah, it's garbage.
But no, Fear Effect 1, that game fucking still haunts me to this goddamn day. I played that game as a kid.
I'm sorry,
and I've revisited it every few years since. And man, there's a moment where one of your main fucking characters just outright gets his arm fucking chopped off and he's stuck in a freezer and just fucking stumbling upon him. And just the fact that like that could potentially be a moment where he dies, or you could actually potentially save him. And through the rest of the game, he's just fucking one-arm badassing around. And there's a lot of elements to this game that are fantastic. It does a lot to give you multiple ways to interact with it. It has a lot of interesting choices throughout. And it's an interesting combination of stealth and horror that just works really well as an interesting backdrop of like you're kind of having to deal with like this what initially kind of comes across as like this triad mafia war that just descends into fucking Cthulhu style madness. And absolutely fantastic game. Very brutal on the difficulty though, just because you do have to do it perfectly right throughout most of the game or else it fucking kills you left and right. But absolutely fantastic. I actually highly recommend it. They also did a very interesting thing with the art. It has a cel-shaded look.
Yeah.
No, it has a cel-shaded look. But what they did was they pre-animated a cell shade and then had that be a flat polygon as opposed to having it be actually a light shaded cell shaded because the PS1 couldn't handle it at the time, which is why all the animation and all the rigs are also FMV, and a lot of the game is motion capped as well, just because they wanted to stuff a lot of those other components into it.
I think that's what they did with 13 also.
I think so too.
Yeah, which by the way, that remake comes out soon. Anyway.
Didn't it get delayed?
No, it got delayed on Switch, but it's still coming to Xbox and PS4. Comes out the same day as the Series X, so that's good. It'll get ignored again 17 years later.
Right, so what are your rankings?
Fear Effect 1, easily an A.
This one,
the second one is
2.
Yeah, so that one's
I go.
And what'd you say this rank was?
That one's an A.
Okay, and the other one?
I think it's fair to put like lower A, so and then perfect. And then Fear Effect Retro Helix did a lot of weird things with the story. It's a prequel that retcons a few things with the cast that I thought was kind of dumb. But all in all, it's still a fine game. Loses a little bit of the charm. So I'd have to go lower B, but still a fun game. Just comparing it against the original, not as good.
Okay.
All right, Galarian's Ash and Galarian's Ash my ass or whatever.
Galarians and Galarian's Ash.
No, Galarian Ash and Galarian Ash.
Okay. Like a month ago, maybe 2 months ago, I was looking through like every PS2 game, so I want to see which ones I wanted to add to my collection. I saw the title Galarian's Ash. I was like, what the fuck does that mean? Galarian's ass. So I looked it up on YouTube. It looks like the shittiest fucking game ever, dude.
I have Galarian's Ash on PS2. I did not know it was a horror game for the longest time. I never played it. I just have it, so.
I had no idea it's a sequel to something.
Yeah, Galarian.
It looks like trash. I mean,
is it Valerian in the City of 1,000 Worlds?
I wish that'd be way better.
Yeah, you can have Rihanna in your game.
Put this and haven't played or finished.
Yep. And then what's the last one? I can't tell.
Ghost Vibration.
Ghost Mission?
Vibration?
Ghost Machine.
Yeah. I looked it up. I cannot find any fucking detail.
All right, we're done for today. See you next week.
Wait, no, hold on. We gotta do Half-Life.
We should do like 2 after.
Are we still doing Half-Life? All right. Yeah, I want to mention the game.
You haven't played.
And then Half-Life. We have to do Half-Life also. Well, I played it actually, but I barely played it as a kid. So
that's the PS2 version right there, by the way.
Oh, is it?
Half-Life is fantastic.
That's the one I played. So.
Hell yeah.
I remember it being perfectly fine. I don't know. I never played the PC one really, so I thought, yeah, F tier. All right. No, I really liked it when I was a kid, so I'm gonna say high B.
For me, easily a high A.
I'm sure
the original Half-Life was fantastic. Great.
I didn't play it on the PC though, so
I would recommend if you're playing Half-Life nowadays to actually play the Black Mesa edition of it.
No.
Yeah. I have that actually.
Black Mesa is really good, but it's not a replacement.
All I remember is like the later levels are really annoying. I remember getting really fucking frustrated at that game when I was a kid.
Oh yeah, the game definitely is needlessly challenging in certain parts, but goddamn, is that story rewarding for it? I absolutely fucking love that story.
All right, there's your list.
The original.
Wait, no, we have to do another one. We have to do 2 more.
And the original.
No, that's one.
The original Half-Life is one of my top 10 games ever, so it's definitely
okay. Hell Knight.
All right, yeah, so you have to put it higher actually.
I haven't played it.
All right, are we counting this as just Half-Life 1, not just the PS2 version? Just Half-Life 1.
Yes.
Okay, I wasn't done. Fucking Jesus Christ. All right, just pick a random one out of there, and then we'll rank it. Just like close your eyes and pick one. Move your mouse. Don't even look. All right, go ahead. Pick one. Okay, that's not what I asked.
Fucking funny.
All right.
And he wants to leave so he can keep going on his fucking phone the entire time.
Tell me when to stop.
No, all right, stop.
Castlevania.
All right, Castlevania Curse of Darkness.
Shitty PS2 games. So
I like this game. All right, it's a hack and slash.
Fine.
Yeah, it's fine. I liked it. I give.
You might as well do the other Castlevania PS2 game.
No, stop. All right, Castlevania.
I give it a C.
Castlevania Curse of Darkness. I liked it. I don't remember anything about the story, but I really like the gameplay. I like the RPG elements. I'll give it a low B.
It followed Trevor Belmont was a continuation of 3.
No, you play as a
Curse of Darkness? I could have sworn that was because
No,
that's
you
where
play as
Isaac and Hector are introduced.
Yeah, Hector, but you play as Hector. I'm pretty sure you play as Hector.
The second part of it, you got
the guy that's on the front
Trevor.
cover. I'm pretty sure it's Hector. You play as Hector. I'm like 25% sure.
You're about to say
Honestly.
pretty sure with that.
I'm like, well, I'm a fourth of the way sure.
I'm a B.
I'm pretty sure you play as Hector, and you're going against Isaac, and you're trying to kill him because he killed your family.
Yeah.
All right.
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's a different game.
That's part 1.
Yeah.
Of the horror game list. We got all these guys next week.
Oh, bro. I think that's more, bro.
Well,
more than we have this time.
Probably, but we'll do it next week. And until next time, I'm your man.
Hey, look!
Bye.
Hell yeah!
Maybe the night time favorite is a crab.
Yeah, I taste our nuts. And wait, why is there the same game at the end? There's 2 of the same game.
The Vita version.
A Vita version, bro.
Oh, it's the better version, I guess. Let's rank it right now. S tier.
All right, thank you for watching. Next week we'll be back next Tuesday live, twitch.tv/thepunk, doing the last half of this. Probably the same crew.
Yep.
Hell yeah! We're all spending an hour gushing about Parasite Eve.
Hell yeah. No.
Tune in Thursday to see how hentai versus evil. What wins? Sunday we'll be doing the Halo stream, finishing Halo 3. I'm thinking Friday or Saturday I'll be streaming Amnesia. Not sure what day yet. Before we leave, Crazy Inferno in chat says, Gore, do your Italian accent.
Oh, it's me. I'm Italian. Annie. Pretty good.